waiting for this thing to start.
Oh, the
It says
suspense.
it says it's live streaming for us.
Yep.
I know. Oh, there we are. So this is Dating with Reptar, and I am Reptar. And if you don't follow me already on Instagram, I am a Reptar underscore Love Jones 2, R3PTAR underscore LOVEJONEZ 2. And we are on YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar. We are on Facebook at Dating with Reptar. Hey, friends. Hey, you can come off mute.
That was
It's okay.
amazing.
I know, right?
Gotta have the script.
I'm gonna find somebody with a voice and sang that.
Oh, listen, I've been doing voiceovers all the way up to national. So then ring a ling.
Hire this person.
Hire her.
Hire me, right? They said voiceovers running my family, so might as well use it at some point. But I hope you all have had a great day. I know it's been a long day, and I'm not trying to keep y'all long. Mm-hmm. Everything is all good. Everything's chilling. As one of us is at work. Womp womp.
Womp.
Happy Friday.
I'm off tomorrow though, and it's Saturday, so I'm good.
Why you ain't tell me, friend? We could have did a one-on-one.
We can still do that too. It's all good.
Oh shit! Look, you know where to find me.
Part 2.
Look at 7:00.
Part 2. Not is it 7 or is it
or 8?
Nah,
I'm making a joke.
8.
That's why I said 7:00.
I got it.
As soon as I got home, I was in the shower. I was like, I gotta go shower because this is not gonna work. I smell like kids. But
I got people.
Let's all get.
I got people coming over, so I've been cleaning all day. Tomorrow, family's coming over, so it's a different type of.
Oh yeah, that's the deep cleaning.
Why did we do the same face? Yep.
Yeah.
Know the vibes.
But as we all get started, please state your name, age, and occupation for the fans. If it's other than DJ, it's okay. We take every occupation. So
I will kick it off. Hello, everybody. I go by the name by Mayday. But my name that my mother gave me is Melissa. And I work in higher education. So I work at a university in student affairs. I also am a doctoral candidate. So I'm getting my doctorate, finishing that out and doing my dissertation right now. Yes. Big things. Because, I woke up one day and was like, oh, I'm just going to get a doctorate.
Why not? Right?
What Black women do, apparently. We just wake up and be like, oh, we want another advanced degree. Why not? But yeah, so I'm closing that out. I'm like literally at the finish line, almost done. And I also DJ as well. So I've been DJing for not as much as the other
girl bye
on this call right now, but I have learned from all of them as well. So it's like really, really dope to be in this space. But I've been DJing for about 5 years now. And yeah, that's me.
All right now. Come on, Dr. Wilson.
Woo! That's a ring.
Is it right?
That is a ring. No,
Right?
Change that I to an A. That is rang. You rang.
You rang.
Follow me, popcorn.
Oh, popcorn early. Go for it.
So DJ Early. I won't tell you my government name.
It's already on here.
Actually, it's actually Early. That's my actual name. It's spelled differently. Yeah. So where do I start? So got a couple hustles. Been DJing since I was 12. I won't tell you how old I am. I'm pretty old though.
We don't. The folks don't need to know.
Older than yeah. So I my full-time hustles. I have 2 of them. One of them I do consulting work for an insurance company. My other hustle is I'm part owner of a restaurant in New Jersey. Let me see. This is Dating with DJs, right? Or Dating a DJ? That's the name of the show.
By all means, it's Dating with Reptar, but for today, it's Finding Love as a DJ. But we're gonna get to that. You trying to jump ahead?
No. I was just going to say
you don't want to get the straight A's in class. We love that for you.
Yes. I was pretty good in class. Great in math class. But yeah, I've been DJing for a long time. I know Mayday. I've met her before in person. Very sweet and And also congratulations. I don't think I've talked to you since you got married, but I've talked to your husband and
Thank
congrats to both of you guys.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me on the platform. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. I talk about other shit than this, so please come through.
Sure.
I just said suck my dick the other day, so please come through.
Whoa,
From New York,
okay.
that's basically like saying
That is a New York,
Yep.
that's a masculine woman thing to say.
It definitely
So
is.
that's why I said it, because it was
We always put
sassy
extra
man.
bass in it too.
You know,
Yeah.
and I said it
Yeah.
with the entire bass, not literally
Whole
from
chest.
baritone to tenor. I said the whole shebang.
Wow. Okay. Note
all
note
up.
to self. Don't mess with you.
Right.
I mean, I'm a sweetheart, but go ahead, y'all. I ain't gonna mess y'all up. Go
All right. I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
My name is Jin, aka Mr. Jintastic. 35. By day, I do IT, AV work, and stuff like that for a law firm. By night, outside of DJing, I'm also a producer, streamer, event curator, sound consultant for concerts, and all that jazz. And I have been DJing for like 15 plus years now. Like time flew by. It's crazy. Like,
Wow. And you're not gonna tell them whose party you are?
oh, I'm also part of a DJ collective called Shonen Pump Crew, which is one of my passion projects right now. We throw anime Caribbean parties. So if you are a weeb who's into the anime scene and all that other stuff, but you also like to pelt waste, we provide the space for you to do it. So a couple crazy stuff happened with that. Like
Not crazy stuff.
I mean, listen, man, our anniversary was insane. Like it was Naruto themed. So
Oh yes. I did see that. Yes.
so
Yes.
the name of the party was called The Village Hidden in the Fet.
In the fit. Mm-hmm.
So we had over
I
400.
don't even watch anime, and that sounds like a vibe. Like
Oh, it was crazy. It was
I'm
crazy.
trying to go. So let me know when you want to go, sis. Let me know when you want
Like,
to go.
Wow,
I'm trying to
It
go.
was crazy. So yeah, we got a lot of things happening for next year, but I'm part of that, and then a couple of other things too. But I'm gonna leave it as that.
Put me in all the group chats. Thank you.
I got you.
You don't have to put me in the group chats, but send me the message.
You
I
want
will-
to be in these group chats, okay?
Oh, I want to be in these group chats. All right. There's so many group chats.
Be in
But,
group
yeah.
chats.
Listen, that's the only way we communicate at this point.
Seriously, like, but people will be like, "Oh, did you see the group chat?" Which
One.
I know we're in like 25 now.
It's
Being
insane.
around y'all DJs, I'm like, dang, I know half this list. I was like, wow. Wow.
Yep.
I keep saying New York City is small as hell.
It is
Mhm.
small. I was like, I know half of y'all. I seen half of y'all, partied with half of y'all.
Probably.
I've been in the booth with y'all.
Yo.
Probably.
I'm like, what? And I know your cousin. I'm like,
Yo, it's insane.
it's crazy. I was like, Rashidi?
Yep. Like, yep, that's the family. That's the young
crazy.
man. That's my boy, my young protege. I'm trying to get him right.
Oh yes, please. And then me next.
Gotcha.
I got my set already. All I need is some help.
Hey,
Nice.
I got
Gotcha.
my stuff. I just need some help.
listen, you got a room full of people right now that'll help you out. So
Look, and a whole group chat. Remember that.
whole group chat, and you know A+, like
Yo,
that's enough, you know.
smartest thing he did.
that was.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Oh,
man's
absolutely.
purpose.
Absolutely. Because I seen all these names. I said, I've been to all of y'all parties.
Mhm.
Every birthday, I've been to one of y'all's parties. And I said, y'all said happy birthday to me.
If it's your birthday, yeah.
Yep. They'd be like, oh, it's your birthday. I'm like,
Yep.
And now you get to
You
pick
know?
all our brains.
yeah,
Yes.
now I see y'all. And I'm like, ooh,
From behind the booth. Now we're coming from behind the booth.
you know, and then telling your love stories. And that's what we're going to go into next. Because I know One Shot is at work and I didn't want to destroy his lunchtime. So,
You're not gonna do that. I mean, I can talk briefly, real
oh, you
quick.
can talk. Okay. By all means, the floor is
I just
yours.
got something. Give me 1 second. My real name, I'm not gonna disclose, even though I can. My name is Corey, but
You don't have to.
everybody called me DJ One Shot Deal. most hated blend DJ period, straight out of the South Bronx. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? I'm an audio engineer. I also do graphic design. I also am a DJ instructor and teacher as well.
Ooh.
My regular job I can't disclose at all, so I won't.
Oh, don't do that. We want you to keep it.
But of course, other than that, anything you want to know, just just shoot and I'll let you know. Oh yeah, I started DJing when I was actually 6 years old.
Wow.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's
That
dope.
was 86 is when I started. And I've been
That's
doing it
fire.
ever since.
You mad young, bro.
What are you like? Let me do the math. That's like 20.
Not y'all mathing on live TV. What is
That's
going
like
Nah,
on?
you like
25.
86, you was 6
Nah,
years old.
I'm-
So
We
you
trying to
born 1980?
compliment him. He said since he was
Yeah.
6, 1986, we're just
I'm
saying.
44.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm 44 years old.
Yeah, not young. Yeah, for
I
sure.
was born in 1980,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I started at 6. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't know what DJing was. I didn't even know what a DJ was at all. It was just something I picked up in my home, just playing around, and just was interested about how the stylus, which is called the needle, actually picks up the vibration of sound. So I was more a scientist behind just the music aspect. I always was into music, period, because I used to scratch with tapes.
Mm.
The first
Yeah.
time I learned how to transform was just by pushing the phono button and the tape button at the same time and moving the record back and forth. I didn't even have a mixer yet.
Mm.
Ooh.
So now when I look at these stories and how they talk about certain things, it just baffles me because I'm just like, wow, some of them was doing the same thing I was already doing. I just didn't know it because they was older than me.
Mm.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you're telling me if he's the youngest, then I must be a baby cradled in the.
I'm not gonna ask how old you are, but
Oh, everybody knows, so it's fine. I'm 31.
okay. Yeah. I mean, you're in your 30s. It's only up from here, sis. So
That's all we can do.
Yep.
no, I genuinely believe, particularly as like for me as a woman, I'm like, yo, my 30s, I'm not running around ragged like I was in my 20s.
First
Just
of all,
rough.
you
I got
did
money
the
in my pocket now.
and part two is you did the unthinkable. You got married.
Listen, I
You
share.
know how many of us are struggling, hence the name of this actual thing.
Welcome to the
I would
married
have
gang.
this.
Married
If I
gang.
Okay, so now y'all both want to get kicked out. That's what you're telling me.
I mean,
Because at this point,
I can go to
at this
sleep.
point, we
It's all
struggling out
love.
here. Hence
No.
the channel being dating with me.
I'm still down for old school setups and linking your people up with other good people. I think that's the solution at this point.
Yeah.
Single friends and
relationships.
single friends, they just need to talk to each other. Like,
And then, girl, and doing this channel, 3 relationships went up in flames. So I don't ever want to do it.
oh
I don't want to do
Lord.
it again. It said, psh. I said, okay, well, my bad.
Mm.
My bad. I'm not gonna be matchmaker anymore. It worked and then it didn't. I'm done.
We
You gotta be careful with matchmaking. It depends. Like you gotta really know what
I
you
let the
want,
people do
everybody
what
for
they want to do.
everybody.
But
Mhm.
my thing is, I let the people talk to each other. All I did was say, hey, this is so and so, and this is so and so. That's it. I walk away after that.
You
It's
take
up
it-
to you at that point. So when it go up in flames, I'll be like,
That's
all
on
I
you.
did was say, this is your name and this is your name. What the fuck happened after that?
I ain't got shit else to do with that.
What
Like,
happened?
what are you talking about?
Like,
Mhm.
what happened? Oh, and
Oh.
shout out to my wrestling podcast that I actually am on. I did forget that part. They will kill me if I don't say this.
That's dope.
Family Time Wrestling Podcast. We are on 7 days a week.
And it's all
5
about
to 7.
wrestling?
Huh?
And it's all about wrestling?
Yes. So we talk about Monday Night Raw. We talk about what's on NXT on Tuesdays. We have AEW on Wednesdays. Thursdays is like a mix of everything. Fridays is SmackDown.
A SmackDown coming up, a live taping in like Philly or something. There's one coming up for like the holidays.
I think
Oh,
it's
you're
in
talking
the,
about the holiday tour.
Yeah.
It's in Madison
at the
Square.
garden. Yeah, the
Mhm.
garden.
I went to the one last year. I know exactly what you're talking about. I take my mom
Ah.
every time.
Oh.
So and the Nassau Coliseum this Saturday on NBC, I'm gonna be there live. So I'm everywhere. Everywhere
That's
nowhere
the-
at the same time.
That's still open?
Huh?
The Nassau Coliseum still open? Damn.
It is still open, so I'm
It's
not
live and
aging you, just to
kicking.
let you know.
Mhm.
They close
They
up joint
did-
down.
AEW had Worlds in there last year. I was there.
Okay, look at you.
Oh, like a
Outside.
whole listen, I got to meet people, see things. Jen probably seen all my posts. You know, I've been everywhere and nowhere at the same time, as I always tell it.
I love it.
Not to prolong any longer. I would ask you for your zodiacs if you care, but if you don't, I understand.
I'm a Sag, so I'll start.
Aries gang all day.
Oh, that's why I like you.
Virgo.
Virgo. And
That's
you're
my
married?
rising. That's my
I'm a
rising.
Taurus. Taurus all day.
Taurus. Oh yeah.
I could
Headstrong. I heard it when you talk, so I was like, he's got to be somewhere between an earth sign. So he's one of those three.
Very grounded.
Mm-hmm. But Jen is a Virgo and he's married. I'm confused. And I say that because Virgos are very complex people. And if they will gladly tell you you are not for me because I know what I want when they know what they want, but it's just you don't fit into whatever schedule they have. So you just there.
I think the common face,
Wow.
I could like emoji.
I'm so sorry
of
to read you,
Virgo.
but welcome to Dating with
It's like-
Reptar.
I'm like, wow. Tell me how you
Nope.
really feel.
I see what she's saying. No, okay, so Virgos are very like all my Virgo people are very like it's what you see and what they say.
Cut and dry. Yep.
Listen, I said
I
what
don't-
I said what I said and walked like human form. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes, I
Standing
will
on
give you that.
business.
I will give you that.
Absolutely.
I would definitely give you that because I'm still like that.
It doesn't
Just-
You-
You just
And
gotta
you
use
said-
you gotta use your powers for good. Like that's the key thing.
and you know, can you teach the rest of them? Because some of them don't know how to do that.
Listen, bro. I
That's
only
where
my
I'm coming
vicinity.
from.
That's only vicinity. I can't.
Oh, because you're married. Oh, okay, whatever.
Nah, it's not even that though.
I'm,
It's like
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But you said what? You said your rising sign is Virgo.
Yeah, so
Mine
that's
is
why
Aquarius.
really. So that's
My
probably,
rising
it's
sign
probably
is
very
Aquarius.
like, it's because a lot of people are like, you don't give Aries energy sometimes, but I'm like, I hop in and out of sort of different because so Aries sun,
Mhm.
Virgo rising, Capricorn moon. I still don't really
Hey, Capricorn moon.
so most of it is that like I could turn up, but then I'm also like I need to don't do too much. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, that's fair.
I'm like, this is a lot.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over it. But other times I'm like, eh.
I just wouldn't want to piss us off. That's just the only thing.
that part. Wait, you got Aries too?
No, I'm a Cancer sun.
You're a Cancer.
I
Okay.
am a Cancer sun. We have the same moon,
Just
Capricorn moon.
emotions taking me
We do
over.
not cry. We only do that
Gotta
because we
make
can't put our hands on you.
See? Cancers, man.
You see my face?
See
See the quick change? See how fast we see the mood change? I said because I can't put my hands on you, all I can do is cry and punch a damn wall because you can't. You don't want to go to jail.
Will
You
happen
don't want to go to jail. The number one heading is you don't want to go to jail. But that's it. But yeah, Cancer sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a bunch of fuckery just going around in a circle.
You just and one day
Just you got to remember, do not go to jail. I'm like, okay,
that's why you're so tired at the end of the day, right?
child, I want to take a nap so bad. Nap
Yeah.
time goes crazy on Sundays. But anywho,
It does.
moving on. But location, I heard South Bronx in here. Well, I heard the Bronx actually. I'm from Brooklyn, by the way.
Nice. I live in Jersey, but originally from Long Island, New York.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm from the South Bronx.
I was like, I heard
Oh.
South Bronx, loud and clear, Taurus.
Yeah. I'm originally from Harlem, but I'm in the Bronx right now.
I'm Jersey.
Uptown, baby. Come on, Jersey. Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. Let me stop. That song is fire. I'm going. But so now to the point of it all. So I know we said it off camera, but are you all single or married? Let me finish.
I'm
Engaged,
single.
in a relationship, situationship, all the ships included. Which one are we talking about?
Mm.
No, I'm
Mm.
single. I'm single when I do what I want, when I want, how I want.
Thank you, Taurus. Like I said, we're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you. So I'm here for it. I'm honestly here for it. Stand on that, as you should.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You know who you are.
I'm in a relationship, so
Okay, relationship definitely, or are we talking situational?
no, definitely.
Definitely.
I
Okay.
claim.
As you should.
Yes.
Because these people out here is like, I want to claim you, but I don't want to. I'm like, want to get out my face.
Yeah. I recently got married.
Ew.
This fall, no. So I am a DJ who married a DJ, so definitely very interesting. But recently got married in October. Yeah.
Got
And I
that
wasn't
new
invited,
car
I'm hurt.
smell.
You said
The
what?
new car
Got-
smell is crazy. Get out. Delete user effective
You
immediately.
know what? I'll see myself out, you know?
Nah, chill, stay.
No, that's hilarious because that's a first. I have not heard that before. That is an
That's
original
hilarious.
right there because you
you.
hear like, oh, okay. Because first of all, most people, the first thing after you get married is like, you pregnant yet? Or are you cooking?
Yo, I hated that.
I
I
hate that.
hated that.
I literally got married maybe 42 days ago, right? Like this is
Maybe 42 days.
maybe. And my aunt yesterday was like, you cooking? Excuse me? What? Other than in this kitchen right now? Like, what
Other
are
than
we
this kitchen
talking
is
about?
crazy.
Non-stop. It was like, so when you're thinking about having this kid, when you thinking about having this kid, I'm like, you babysitting? Like,
Okay.
that's what it sounded like. It
Part
sounded
two
like
is,
you
are
paying
you
for
paying
clothes.
for it?
You
Right.
paying for this childcare formula, the doctor's visit, all the
A
things.
Oh,
whole shebang that they trying to snatch right now.
Right?
Like, what are we
Listen.
talking about? I don't want to politic on y'all. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So good to know that we're all secure in our relationships yet single.
Well, you didn't share. You didn't share.
Oh, I'm as single as a dollar bill, as I always say.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Who you telling? Give me some money, I will shake whatever I don't have. Moving on. So so
Wait, I don't think Jen went.
No, I didn't. I'm about
my
to
son.
be 8 years married in 2 weeks.
He married.
Yeah, I'm in the long haul. Like
As you
we
should,
way past the
Virgo.
honeymoon phase. But I've been with her about to be 12 years soon. So
Shout out to you. You need to sprinkle some knowledge on these young people at some point. So when you're ready to join something outside of this, let me know.
I
Let me know.
Marriage
room
with
is-
Jen. That's the
That-
You know,
that's
the room
that's
is
it.
always open because I have people that wouldn't even think to ask you the smartest questions. They'll be dickheads and say other things.
haters.
If you watch the channel, you're gonna be like, "Who are these people?" My mother said everything, and I'm like, "I don't know who these people."
Sounds like family and love because that's all we do
Yeah.
to each other.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, but you know, it is a family here. You are welcomed into the family. Once you touch the channel, you are a part of the family. You
Heard.
know, ride or die for the family. So yeah. Next
I got
question is, what is a typical day like for you? And that includes gigs.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I messed up Jen's brain. I'm so sorry.
That's a very different day.
I know, but including gigs and your normal jobs and everything else you do. What is a typical day like for you?
Y'all could take that one first.
I guess I'll start. I work out 5 days a week, so I try to go to the gym early as possible. Normally, I get probably about 6:30 in the morning. Go to the gym about 7. My main gig is a hybrid job, so I gotta be in the office twice a week. Work remotely 3 days a week. Normally done with work about 5:30, and then depending on the day, I have to go to my other gig, my other hustle. That's maybe twice a week, and that could be up until about 11 o'clock at night, depending on time we shut down the spot. We throw gigs in there. I DJ probably twice a week, depending on what's going on. One is at the place that I'm part owner of. Lately, I haven't been there that often 'cause I've been doing other stuff on Fridays. But I normally gig on Friday and Saturdays, or maybe Thursday and Friday. I do a brunch on Sundays sometimes, twice a month on Sundays. So between all 3 of those and family life, I have a 20-year-old son. My son's in college. He's a junior. He goes to Rutgers. So trying to have, family life, and my girlfriend, she has 2 children older. So we do stuff together. I just came back from vacation yesterday. I was in Antigua for a week.
Ooh, how was that?
It was cool. Yeah. Went to a wedding. My cousin got married. So I did that, but yeah, it's just
Weddings, we love them.
yeah, it was dope. It was definitely dope. But yeah, so it's just running around, trying to make it happen, stay out of trouble, I have a little bit of fun, you know. That's kind of my day.
Dope. My day. So I will say I haven't gotten, obviously, as you heard with the doctor school as my classmates, it's been kind of difficult to do gigs as well as planning a wedding and doing other things for life and family. Honestly, a day, me and my partner are very engaged and communicative. So normally we do try to, what I've recently actually started to do is really try to be intentional about not looking at social media when I wake up and just really trying to meditate in the morning, trying to ground myself in the morning. I think it was a clip actually that's circulating from Denzel recently that's like, when you wake up, give it 30 minutes before you hop on your phone. So the mornings have been before work, and I'm trying to get to that gym early, but early gym is whoo. I don't every time like my partner's like, we could do that. I said, oh, you trying to be one of them 5 a.m., 6 a.m. gym heads like early, but I was like, not necessarily.
He be choosing violence for no reason. He don't love himself.
Listen, the people who do the gym at
That's a
like
fact.
4, 5, and 6, shout out to y'all because I could barely function before like 9 a.m. I'm like, my brain is just not so the idea of like strength training or doing anything before 9 a.m. I feel like that would make me so exhausted. Like it would make me so exhausted. But either way, I do try to meditate in the morning or just try to, clean up. And then I do work from home about 3 days out of the week, and I work in person 2 days, but that kind of fluctuates. So sometimes although I live in Jersey, sometimes I'm heading into the city. And then honestly, outside of that, it's school. A lot of time dedicated to school right now. I'm writing my dissertation, so just doing research. But dating and being married to a DJ does also sort of put me in a lot of spaces where we're, talking about the business, and we're also talking about how we can strategize and what we can do to sort of increase the impact of the business, and then down to just practicing, right? Trying not to lose what I did happen to learn by still at least touching some type of equipment throughout the week, in some level, in some capacity. So if ever, Barack and Michelle happen to be like, we need a DJ, and I happen to be there,
It'll
I will
happen.
be able to actually no. And then outside of that, I'm super dedicated to family. We have our cats, no kids right now, but super dedicated to family. So a lot of things for mom and dad and things like that. So it's kind of like my week. And we are very social people, so we do try to like we host things or we go to things, and I feel like there's somebody's having a birthday something every week, and so my pockets hate me, but it's all
Ugh.
because we love our friends and our people. So yeah.
We love you too, man.
Your turn.
Okay.
Don't cry.
That was a nice baton pass. My typical day, so like base hours work wise, I'm usually 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm usually up by 5:30. Between that until the time I have to head out, I am scrounging the internet for music. Like I have my headphones going through my whole routine. So for those who have heard me spin before, that's how I
Problem. Like this he's a beast. No, he is. His
so
mixes are so creative. It's just like
yeah, so I've from those hours, so like if I'm taking like an express bus or whatever on my way down, I have my production laptop, so I'm making music on the way down as well. After that, then depending on the week, so like Wednesdays, I have my Twitch show on that I stream every Wednesdays at 10. And then if I'm not doing that after hours, I'm home practicing something, recording a mix, or making phone calls and stuff like that, or being at some event. Uh, I usually have a Shonen Pump event every month which is gonna happen. Sometimes it's not gonna be in the same state, so that's always fun. Then I have this is the monthly. Damn, yo, Reptar really messed me up because sometimes I just be doing like 15 to 20 different things on a different day, not knowing what day of the week it is. Like,
No, it's not gonna be easy here. I didn't say it was gonna be easy.
I'm like, damn it. Yeah. So if I'm not so basically if I'm not gigging Friday, Saturday and stuff like that, I am making music, doing a show or somewhere along those lines. And then I had to force myself to kind of rest on Sundays, even though I'm cheating with the early game stream with my boys. But Sundays I tried to make it like my rest day because my body gave out on me one time, and I did not want to do that again. So listen, when your body say you need to sleep, you need to sleep.
Your body
So,
gonna tell you whether
And
you
that's that on
or
that.
not.
so I was like, you know what? I don't need my stepfather picking me up off the floor. So let's not do that again.
That's real.
Mhm.
So, and that's also a time like me and the missus like really have our own quiet alone time and stuff like that. But you know, I also sprinkle date nights and you know, spending time with family. So my schedule during the week is changing every single time.
Wow. That's a lot.
I know. I'm trying to
I'm
retire
saying
by
for all
50.
of you. I'm saying this for all of you. This is a lot.
It is. I don't think most folks these days
Really understand.
like I think all of us, when you talk to many people, we're like, oh, this is the list. And I think because a lot of our generation is recognizing the idea of multiple streams of income, we have access to multiple things that can provide us joy and fulfillment, and you're just trying to eat, sleep, still meet up with your friends, stay healthy, make sure your knees don't crack when you're turning up to some glow, you know, all doing all the things. So
And get in the bag.
and get in the bag, like, and finding love or having love.
Welcome here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely, but at the same time, I think everybody has the same theme of just trying to find that rest, and that's important as a DJ because that nightlife,
it takes a toll.
It ain't no joke, right? So making sure you take care of yourself so you can find love and be with your partner and be intentional about creating those spaces, then it's important.
Mhm.
Well, for me, it's different because I practice every day, like it's a ritual, for the simple fact that I don't just play regular music. So my routine is practicing like the everyday normal playing music. I go through exercises for my hands every day. Every morning I'm up like at 5 in the morning, just like if I was gym working out. And it stems from different scratches, different things, and I practice it on a never caught lack. I have to perform, and also keeping in mind what mixer I'm using, what the capabilities are, what it do, what it can't do, and I have to memorize routines and stuff like that. Or
Oh no.
other than that, man, my regular job and you know, like I said, it's a routine. So it's like second nature to me.
Okay. That's fair. That's totally fair.
His gym is at 5 a.m. on the tables. That's it.
He hurt my soul when he said 5 o'clock. I don't even know those hours. Unless I'm pulling an all-nighter. And all-nighters
work at 11. When I get out of work at 11 o'clock, I get home and I actually start my practicing when I get out the shower. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm back into the routine that I was already practicing or working on. Besides going through records that I get every day from different record companies, different people, different artists on a daily, dealing with different artists that I deal with between engineering and work rooms, and it's a lot of work, but to me it's easy because I've been
because you've been.
Think you're breaking up.
Yeah, his phone hates him.
Maybe where he's working at too.
Where he's
Probably his,
working, that's
yeah, I was
okay.
gonna say the job area might be a little
Yeah,
tough
but
on
the
him.
Yeah.
common theme here is going to bed. So I push that on all of you. And yeah, I need y'all to go to bed because
Mhm.
I'm not gonna have y'all on here much longer because y'all need to go to bed.
Yeah, about that.
I will say, so I used to be a really late night person. Like I struggled with going to bed before like midnight or 1 a.m. And I've found in the last few months, I've been waking up, I'm not gonna hold you, at like 6 o'clock. I go back to sleep because I'm like, nah. But but I'm finding myself like forcing myself to go back to sleep, which ultimately means just wake up and get up and start moving. But I'm going to bed earlier by like 8 o'clock. I'm like, it's not 11 p.m. I don't understand because I it feels like it's 11 p.m. I don't understand. But I'll stay up just a little bit longer so that way I can like get my night in. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dang, I didn't even get to watch my shows yet. I got a little snacky snack. I want something sweet. And then I'll stay up for an extra couple hours and then I'm knocked. I'm like gone. But I found myself waking up earlier now. As long as I get my 7, 8 hours, we good.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, I still, as the pastors would say in the church, I charge you to get to go to bed.
Well, you're
Yeah,
right.
I charge you to go to bed. But yeah, I mean, that sounds like a lot. And I'm so glad you said, how is that going to work when you're trying to find somebody? So glad you put that right back to the title because that's the mindset of anybody who's watching right now. We have two viewers. So
Hey,
two viewers, I don't know how they do this stuff. Okay, I don't know. This is why we're here. Trying to figure this out.
Gotta do what my husband did. Find another person, get them into DJing, and then
Not
and
the grooming. Anywho.
no, honestly, it was on me. I had chosen this life, so it's okay.
Got children and got married. Okay. Okay.
Well, no, I mean,
right.
he when we first met, he was obviously he's been DJing for a very long time, and then when we first met, I would go and support him at his events, but I found that like sitting in the corner not doing nothing for, I mean, these guys could tell you, you might have a gig that's maybe 3 or 4 hours, but you got to get there at least maybe 1 to 2 hours prior. And then prior to that, you got to load up the car or get all your stuff to get on a train. And then the gig might be 3 or 4 hours, but then they're asking you to stay another couple of hours until the venue might close. And then it's 3 a.m. You packing up the car and you getting home at 4. So now you've been out at these events for about 7, 8 hours. As the person who was supporting that person, I was just like, I need something to do. Like, what are
Right.
we doing? I can't. And this is a lot, but I was also just very curious. So one of the days when we first started dating, I was just like, can I play around with this? And he was like, yes. And then it was just up from there. And then we kind of just like made it a partnership. But yeah.
I will say one thing, right? So I was married for almost 20 years, got divorced, but long story, another story.
Another story for another day.
Yeah, it's all good though. So I've never asked my partner to come support me DJing. And I think to Mayday's point, it's a long day to be sitting by yourself in a corner, you don't know anybody, and trying to be engaged for 3 hours. That's a long time to be engaged watching your partner doing what they're doing. Imagine if Jen's wife was watching him at his job, at his main job for 3 hours,
Yeah.
doing IT work, right? Like,
I am very selective on what events she
yeah.
goes to. It's like I
So
want to
kinda,
have fun, so I'm
yeah.
not.
Maybe
You're not
like
going to everything.
bring your
What you mean by
homegirls.
that, Jen? You can't have fun if your wife knows that. Take the headphones out the jack, Jen. Say it again. No,
That's why I
But,
laughed so hard and everybody missed it at the last minute.
but to my
Well,
point, right? That's a lot to ask of your partner, right? Now, listen. Did my wife come out to my gigs? Yeah, she would come, right? Have my girlfriends in the past come out to my gigs? Yeah. But if they don't want to stay the entire time, I'm not like, you
you're not
can't
pressed.
leave. I'm like, nah, it's cool. come hang out, have a drink. If you want to come chill, bring your girlfriend, bring your family, whatever. Cool, no problem with that. But my thing is that if I dated a DJ, I probably wouldn't go to her spots all the time. No, dead ass, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Because
you know
because
what he's gonna
also
go to it. Mhm.
yeah, because also, right, you have to understand, and you, I'm not sure how much you guys DJ, right?
Mhm.
But there's also things that come with that, right? And
Oh, you
and,
about to
and
skip into my next question. So go ahead.
there's things that come with that, right? And y'all know what it is.
Mhm.
Listen, it's what it is, right? And you always get blamed for who was that girl that was talking to
You're
you?
about to run into my next questions. You better stop it. You about to jump right into it. You want to co-host next time? Let me know.
Listen,
What he's
I know what
talking
time
about
it
is
is.
a big part of it, so that's probably why it's so easy to like hop into that conversation.
Yeah.
It's a big, huge
You
part of
know,
it.
hence it's saying finding love as a DJ. What we doing? See, we're all on the same page. So
And
since he started it,
not even that part, right? It's just
Mhm.
there's you have to be like, I'm a very attentive person,
Mhm.
but I can't be that way when I'm working. And some people who you're with, they want attention, right? And I can't
You
do that.
jumping into my second question. Yep.
I just can't. And when I try to explain to you why I can't, some people get it, some don't.
Mhm.
I'm more so, if you get it, we're going to work out, right? If you don't get it, we're probably not going to work out.
Mm.
That's just kind of how it is.
I love how this man just took my whole 3 questions. I hate it here.
But
But
there's
Sorry.
still so much.
no,
There's
say
still
sorry. I'm joking. Because
listen.
it literally waltzed right into it. Because I was like, wow,
Mm.
you
Listen,
just took it and became a whole
I threw you the alley.
co-host.
Listen, I threw you the alley oop.
Right?
That's
No,
it.
he really did. Like he's about to slam dunk it soon. But next question then, since you brought up the all 3 questions at once.
I'm sorry.
Part
No,
one.
no, don't. I'm honestly joking. But you know, it helps to know that we're all on the same page and my questions were validated. So thank you. Because
Sure.
I'm really half nervous, but it's okay. That validated everything else I was about to say. So bless you. So so next question being part 1 of what he said. Once at a gig, did you immediately feel or notice that someone may try to speak to you? Or because I see her face, because you already said your story. Or
That's just one part of it, girl. Being a female
Oh.
DJ is a whole other conversation.
or are you on the prowl while on the job?
Ooh.
I did have a non-single person, but he dropped the line. But I will say when you were single, I'll
Mhm.
say that. Did you meet the person while on a gig?
Mm.
If not, was it due to similar music interests?
Mm.
It's a loaded question because he said everything that was in this question.
Mm.
So I'll say it, I'll start from the beginning. Once at a gig, did you immediately feel or notice that someone may try to speak to you? Or were you on the prowl while on the job? And when you were single, did you meet your person while on the gig, or was it due to shared musical interests?
So I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Because he opened the door, so you might as well go.
You want to take it? What you want to do?
Because he literally pulled the rabbit and said, "I'm gonna do the trick now."
Abracadabra, mother.
And then basically,
So
Hey, y'all wild, yo.
I guess
Y'all
I'll
are
start it
wild.
off then. Did I at a gig, if I ever felt like somebody talked? Yeah, because some of the spaces I spin at, I don't look like I belong there. So I'm always. Do you not see me? I am the
I don't
palest
give a
Dominican.
damn. We don't have to go that far. Everybody's welcome at your parties.
No, that's true. That's why. But anyway, so it's just one of them situations where it's just like, what do you know about this type of music and
Mhm.
that type of deal? So I've kind of gauged, but also when you work in this business, you learn to read people fast. So yeah, I've always kind of while I'm at a gig, I'm always kind of just working and not really on the prowl because it's like I'm working. Afterwards, I'm having fun. Whatever the night takes me, takes me. You feel me? So it's not like, oh, I need to bag somebody tonight. Like, nah, never one of those situations. Um, Now I did not meet my person at a gig. We met at school. Yeah, in an art class. So that was the shared space. And then yeah, we have a lot of same musical interests and stuff like that. So we do talk about music here and there. She actually puts me on to a couple joints. She's like, "Hey, I need you to listen to this." And I'm like, "Oh, you know I'm gonna play this tomorrow." Like, stop
As you
playing.
should. That's right.
Open.
Like,
Music is a
easy.
love language. I'm telling you.
It is.
So, yeah.
Okay. So I did not meet my person at a gig. But I've been
Thank you for sharing again.
I did not meet my person at a gig, but my husband, I had met him. Actually, he was a person who just really loves enjoying putting things together for people to get together. So
Yep.
he put together a bowling night for his fraternity, and I'm also in a sorority, and we got together at a bowling event, and we ended up just connecting. I mean, DJing is just like in his heart and in his spirit. So obviously, naturally, from the very beginning, he introduced that world to me. And then, like I said, one of the nights actually we had went out on a date, and um I ended up just being curious about playing music because I'm obsessed with music. I love music. I have now my genres and his genres, we have similar tastes, but I'd say he puts me on to like old school soul, and I'm Caribbean and I'm Haitian, so naturally my heart goes to like Caribbean music, Afro
Yep.
beats, and I'll listen to that all day. But and so in my household growing up, we may not have necessarily been listening to a lot of the Motown or old school songs, and he introduced that to me, which again kind of expanded my musical knowledge to be able to play even more for different populations and different age groups. And I remember I had to do a 60th birthday party, and I was like, I was like,
You needed
okay.
me.
So
Shit.
it forced me to kind of go into his crates and kind of look to see and what directions. And I actually knew more than I thought I knew, but it was just kind of putting things together. And I'll do the same for him. And I'll be like, have you heard that song by Asaki? Right? Like I'm like, yo,
Mhm.
did you hear WizKid's new album? Please go listen to it.
Mhm.
And then, he'll be like, oh, you got to put me on this. And I also work with young people, so they're naturally also feeding me music that I feed to him and I put into my crate. So musical exchange is just a natural part of our experience, and we go through sort of different places and spaces and absorb. Like we just came from Brazil a couple weeks ago, and the baile funk and samba scene is
Oh, it's
I've been
fire.
out the
Welcome to
gate.
the ballet.
It is just
I will give you my crate. I will give you
oh,
my crate.
we'll take it. I'll take it. But as far as being in the scene, now let's remove this, right?
Yep.
Just me
Mhm.
being a woman DJ, and sometimes he's not always with me. In fact, there are many nights where he's off in a gig and I'm off in another one. Navigating that is interesting, right? This now I think changes the approach a little bit. Some people don't care, right? Some men do not care. This will be right here, and they'll be like, "What up, though?" Right?
What that got to do with me?
What that got to do with me? So I have to navigate that. Echoing
That-
what Jen says, when you're in the zone, and it's a little bit of what Early said as well. I think that's why me and my husband have worked, because I don't bother him. When you working, you working. When I'm working, I'm working. We'll check in with each other, but if anything, we're supporting each other. I'm getting content for him. He's getting content for me. I'm networking with the clients while, he's spinning. I'm helping block off requests when the request people start coming. I'm like, hey, how's it going? What do you need? Right. And he does the same for me. But that's if we're in the same space. When I'm solo, I have to navigate, I think, being a woman DJ, people trying to access me and myself in my space. I can't say that it's any different for the men, because obviously they're still dealing with people having coming up to them. But for me, I think there's just an immediate approach, and just kind of sometimes in my face or whatever. So I have to navigate oftentimes just creating the boundaries of my space and allowing the access as I see fit. Now, when I was single, it's allowing the access as I see fit. If I feel there's a certain level of immediate sort of trust and, okay, wait a minute. All right, you seem cool. Yeah, come on by. And I think there's a lot of friendship in the world of DJing, being the person that's there. Some people are just coming with good vibes and good energy, and you just naturally connect. I think being a woman, it's interesting. And honestly, I think it's also on the guy side, what might be seen as flirting and what might actually just be friendliness. And I know we use the term friendly in a particular way these days, but I think there is a joy in being in some of these spaces that people will naturally feel like they could talk to you, vibe with you, exchange contact information because it could be a future endeavor. It could be a future business opportunity. So there has to be a little bit of flexibility and trust ultimately that if I'm exchanging contacts with another person, especially if they're the opposite sex, it's not I'm exchanging this number so we can kiki in my DMs and we can talk about things and send each other this could be a potential future opportunity because we connected generally and you approached, in a good way. It didn't seem like you was approaching on some like, what up with it though, right? Like, it's like, yo, I really love how you spin, such and such. My cousin's getting married next year. My blah, blah, blah's getting married. I'd love to get your contact information. And then, we can exchange contacts. And I think it's about, I know what I'm doing. You understand? So whatever anybody's coming to me with, I know the boundaries I need to create. I know the conversations I need to have with my husband. I know that there's certain people who are coming with a certain energy that contact information, maybe we don't need to exchange it, but if you need to find me, here's the website kind of situation. And so you just got to have those conversations and know with yourself, what it is that you're doing when you're in these spaces. Me and my partner have a conversation all the time. Of course, women are going to be coming up to him. Of course, women are going to be chopping it up with him. He is the DJ. You're the star, right? People get excited by you. People are hyped by you. So people get, excited by you in a certain way. So I always tell him, like, look, do your thing, handle your business. You know what you're doing, right? The same way I know what I'm doing. So regardless, I can't control them people coming up there, especially as the liquor is flowing and people are vibing. People are gonna get a little, ooh,
A little extra
a
friendly.
little extra friendly and touchy, ooh, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
oh
like,
my
what is this
God, I
button
love
do?
how
down
you
to the hands.
DJ.
Ooh.
Oh my God, you're amazing. Like, okay, but
I'm
if
Touching hands, touching arms.
like,
you know,
Susan, relax.
well, it's either girls touching arms or for me, and honestly, it's the same thing on my end, but people touching nape of my back, hey, how you doing? What you need? Da, 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 da. And I'm just like,
Oh.
Yeah. People
Oh,
have,
so that means I gotta be with you to knock him out. No problem.
I'm just saying though, I could,
Just let me know.
I'll still, absolutely. That's when I got to create those boundaries. And this is what I say, like, you have to know when you're in the spaces, particularly nightlife spaces, when the liquor's flowing, people smoking, inhibitions is getting lowered and all of that. You got to know how to hold your own, and you got to know how to be able to create those boundaries, and you got to know and decipher between being friendly and building friendship with people, So yeah.
That's fair. I mean, all valid points. As the alley-oop was given to me. Thank you. So
Early say he's going last. I'd love to hear what you guys. Yeah.
Well, I need you to repeat the three things again. I know one was
here
did I meet
comes
my
the cop
did I meet
out.
my
Okay.
person? No, did I meet my person
I know I'm joking.
there? I know.
So once at a gig, did you immediately feel or notice that someone may try to speak to you?
Okay.
Or were you on the prowl while on the job? And when you were single, did you meet your person while on a gig, or was it through similar music interests or musical interests?
Okay, so I think as a DJ, part of what we do is we're good at reading people and reading crowds, right? So I can tell a person's intentions from the rip, right? So do we get people who are excited because it's their birthday, they want to hear a song, come up and request a song? Sure. Do we get people who are excited because they want to dance with this chick and they want you to play a song and they'll ask you, can you play some, I'm gonna say Tevin Campbell? Yeah. Do you get people who are interested in you and you'll know that from the rip? I don't care how much about doing future business comes up in conversation, or unless somebody says, "Yo, I'm doing a party for my mom, and it's such as I want to hire you." Those things are probably 95% true, right? But I think me just being a person who can read people, I can tell when somebody's interested beyond the music, right? And I think you have to be able to let your partner know that too. Like, hey, this shit is really business, right? But also, I'm not dumb. And they see that too. And I would never be like, nah, that ain't the case. Because me, I'm very personable. I talk to everybody at a gig, right? And I have a habit of being a little touchy feely, but not like that, where I'm trying to get with somebody. That's just my nature, right? So I remember I had an ex girlfriend. She'd be like, "Why you always touch somebody by the bottom of their back?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I reach over and say what's up to them. I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? That's kind of my thing." But it took me to understand that somebody who I'm seeing, if they see that, they take it a different way. So I have to like be mindful of how I operate. And also it made me think like, okay, if I'm doing that to that person who's coming up, what are they thinking? Right? Are they thinking our interaction is more than them asking me to play a song? Am I getting off the wrong energy, right? So that's number one. Um, I think you asked me about meeting my person there. Wait,
Yeah, it
what's
said,
part two?
did you meet your person while on a gig or was it through mutual
Oh, you said on
mutual?
the prowl, on the prowl. No,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
never on. I'm never on the prowl. Never ever on the prowl, right? But what I do find funny is
His face
that,
is taking me out. I'm sorry.
but but what I do find funny about being on the prowl, I think when you start seeing people more and more, right? You might be like, oh, she's cute, right? And it's the way you have to go about talking to that person where you don't come off as the weird person, right? Or making them feel uncomfortable. You're not quite sure. Some people just have good energy. They may they say some people have great energy. They come up, they're happy to be out. They don't get out too often. They want to have a good time. So that could be mistaken for like, oh, I think she likes me, right? And yo, I'm gonna be 100% real. I tell people all the time, if a girl touch my arm, it's over, right? I swear she wants me. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I do, right? If you touch my arm, or if you say to me,
He said, "We go together real bad now."
Real bad.
real,
Real
or
bad.
or if she says to me, um, I want your card or your number, I'm like, for what? Right? Because I kind of want to know. Especially, I tell you a funny story. This is dead ass true. This happened about 3 or 4 months ago. This girl from out of town was at the rooftop I play at sometimes. And she came over after, and I saw her looking at me throughout the night, right? She came over and said to me, um, can I have your card? And I was like, for what? Right? And she started telling me, and then I said, where you from? Because I saw it's funny. See, I'm always peeping shit, right?
Hello.
So I saw her checking into the hotel because the hotel with a rooftop, right? When I got there, so I knew either she was local and somehow she was staying, or she was out of town. She said, "Oh, I'm from Maryland." So I was like, "Oh, when we do a party for you in Maryland?" And she's like, "Maybe." See, there you go. So when you say
Nah,
maybe,
maybe it's
you ask for my
strong. Absolutely
card.
not.
So I said, well, how about I give? So now what I do with everybody I meet, unless you old, like an old person, or you really talking about business, I'll give you my number. But if you just a random person and want to know where I DJ at, that's why you want to know my info. IG.
Instagram.
That's very simple,
Plain and simple.
right?
Although I feel like
And
IG is the new like phone number exchange.
That has been my new thing, and it's been amazing.
Like-
It's just
yeah,
like
because
you
you
take my
can,
IG.
because my thing is that if you're and people will say, I want your info because I want to know when you're at a certain spot. So I say, oh, cool. That's it. That's easy. IG, because I post while I'm DJing. I use my IG really for what I do. I barely put anything personal on my IG about me doing this, me doing that. It's about I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here Saturday. I'll be here Sunday, right? But I'm never, even when I was single, I was never on the prowl. But what I do is I can peep some type of interest that a person has in me. And if I feel like I want to talk to them, I don't have problems going up and say, hey, nice to see you, or I noticed you had whatever, right? And lastly, I did meet it's funny, I meet people that I normally date. A lot of them come to spots that I have played at, but I haven't met them there.
Okay.
I remember I met one person, she was like, "Oh, you play at such and such?" I'm like, yeah. And so when you say that, I'm like, okay, you must be interested too. Because obviously you see me floating around somewhere,
And
right?
she paid attention.
Just pay attention, right?
She paid attention.
So I think sometimes you can tell a lot by how a person will answer a question. The person I'm with now, I met her through a friend, and she would come to a spot I played at, but I didn't meet her literally there. She
Right.
happened to be here once a blue, and she would come. And I asked my homegirl, who was her girlfriend, like, "Yo, who's your homegirl?" That's kind of how that kind of played out.
Mhm.
And she's Caribbean. She's from St. Croix. We have similar music tastes. Um, she doesn't put me on to music because she's not really that deep into music. She just likes, old school 90s hip hop, R&B,
Oh, she's
Caribbean
a woman
stuff.
after my own heart. Oh.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she definitely is. But to Mayday's point, I think you have to be careful because the way you talk with people and you communicate with them and what you say and don't say as a DJ kind of goes a long way. You can give people the wrong idea real quick.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Whether it's good or bad.
Yep.
Right. And my thing is,
shit.
yeah, my thing is you never know like who's in the room, who's doing what, who's who. So I'm always the same with everybody. I don't care if a person gets on my nerve by asking me to play Bad Bunny 10 times. I'm cool with them. I never know who's who in the room, right? And you'll be amazed at taking yourself. I find too that the DJ can take yourself out the equation. Like, it's not about me all the time. Not about what I want to play or what I want to hear, because what I want to hear, you may not want to hear it, right? And you come into a venue that has multiple everythings, right? Different ethnic people, white, black, young, older. So I would hope that the crowd sees the crowd and understand that's what we're doing. And sometimes I see the crowd and say, okay, I want to go that way, but I'm gonna go that way instead. So
I mean, that's fair. I mean, all good points.
Yeah,
I know
can you
Jim
hear
is
me?
coming off mute, but oh no, never mind. But yeah, I know you had left us one shot, so I can repeat the question for you if
Yeah,
that's
no
all right.
problem. Yeah, definitely.
So since you are the single person, I can reread my question differently. So once at a gig, did you immediately feel or notice that someone may try to speak to you? Or are you on the prowl while on the job? And as a single man, do you try to meet someone on the gig or someone with similar musical interests?
Now, this is gonna seem kind of like far-fetched, right, or kind of bizarre, even.
No, it's not giving Pokemon. Nope.
Even when I'm DJing, right? Because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. So from school, I've always been kind of like not the popular kid, but the cool kid. So females talk to me just off of GP, and it don't even have to be about me going to a gig. I could show up and they be like, "Yo, I like that polo hat," and the whole conversation is start about just something that's not even there. But then they try to be like, "Oh, but I've never been a person to be on the prowl for nothing because
Period.
really, I'm not driven by what a lot of people are driven to. And a person won't know that until they get to know me. Like, I'm really not even like when I go to DJ, I'm in a DJ space. I'm not even paying attention to females or none of that. And I've been in situations where females feel like, oh, I've even been called like, oh, you must be gay or something because I'm attractive and you're not. I'm like, sweetheart, I'm not worried about you. I'm making this 10,000 right now.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been about the female. But yes, have I been in places and that happened all the time? That happens to me on IG. Some people may be like, oh, well, I see that you do this and you do that, and they may try to book me for a gig, but I already know you're not booking me for a gig. You want to get up with me. I could read that before it's even broadcast, but I don't feed into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bad stereotype that us as DJs always get. And that also pushes females away because they feel like, oh, well, he's a DJ, he's a hoe, he slept with everybody. And that's not true. That's not true. You'd be very surprised how many females a DJ have came across, and is like, we in this light. We see the girls that's in the light most of the time, and majority of the time, that's not what we looking for. And for some people and some DJs, that is what they looking for. But for me, I don't be looking for that. And I practice so much, not to say I don't have time for a female, but I really am into what I'm into on a serious note. So if I do meet a female and we talking, I let her know that off back. Like, you gotta understand, I need time for this, that, and the third. Yes, we can hang out. Yes, we can chill. Yes, we can do whatever you want to do. But understand, when you come to my house and we kicking it, just because you may take your clothes off don't mean that that's going to draw my attention to you and not to me practicing. It happened many times where I hadn't had a female naked and they'd be like, yo, so you not? I'm like, nah, I'm practicing. This is more important.
And on business.
Yep.
This is more important. I didn't get to the level that I am from me wasting my time and bullshitting with everybody else. I don't DJ for clout. I don't do this because it's money. I've been DJing before I even really knew what even money was, really. So my drive for DJing is completely music based and creativity. So I kind of take it hard sometimes when, you know, the younger generation and even my generation as well and whatever, because I don't like to single people out, and they come into the game like, yo, I want you to teach me how to do this, and you know, I want you to teach me fast. And I'm like, there's no fast way around this. I learned without a teacher. Nobody taught me what I know. So for me to teach it to you, yeah, you're getting a shortcut. But if I tell you to practice this, that means go home and practice it. That don't mean you did it in my house, so you already know it. Because when you come back later on, you're going to get embarrassed. And I don't care if you get embarrassed. Because I look at every DJ that calls himself a DJ. If you can't do two things, you'll never be a DJ in my book. You may be a DJ to everybody else, but you won't be a DJ considered to me. And what I think a DJ is.
And that is on the most hated blend DJ, period.
You got too many poses. You got too many people that claim they do this and do that, because you could push play on a controller and you could beat match because you got your BPMs lined up, or you're using a computer that lines up the shit for you. You're not a DJ. Understand that. No disrespect. The crowd doesn't care what you play about and use. The DJs don't care what you use. But when you come across and you with DJs, don't talk a DJ talk if you're not really about it. But I don't want to get too far off topic. But as to the females, no, I don't be on the prowl. And if I'm interested, I'm interested. But most of the time, it's not at no club or no spot like that.
That's fair. That's fine. I mean, I must be...
These stories that, you know, I was playing a Michael Jackson record in this spot. I don't know, I forgot the name of it. All I know is the Knicks throw parties there and it's downtown. And I was doing a Michael Jackson set, and the chick was like, yo, can you play that Michael Jackson song again? And I'll come and give you some head. And I'm like, what? I didn't take the chick seriously. My peoples that was there took her seriously, but I was like, nah, Shorty must be high. She bugging out or some shit.
We all did the same face, just to let you know.
So after the song was done, Shorty dead ass came back to the booth and was ready for action. I'm just like, oh, chill, what's going on here? She's like, oh, you thought I was playing? I was serious. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, we don't got to do that.
Where is the cell?
One shot got
audacity.
groupies out there. One shot got groupies out there. Go ahead, one shot.
I mean, bro, I don't even want to get into it like that, but there's stories just like there's rappers that got stories.
No, I'm fucking with you,
I'm just not trying to even get that far into that conversation.
For a song, like it was the minimum.
Listen, you'd be surprised.
I mean, I've heard some things from people who will come up to me and say some things, but the requirement isn't just like it's okay. Hey,
now she needed a moonwalk.
She said Michael
She-
Jackson speaks to me, so I will do anything.
She was about
That's
to be the
wild.
lady of
Don't
your
stop
life.
till
What
you
the
get
fuck?
enough, okay?
I mean, listen,
She wanted you to feel that beat.
it's been
She
it's
said,
been
"You rock
times
my
that
world."
I've been to places,
You know you did.
and it'd be with other DJs too, and other DJs would be surprised if I don't mention no names. They'd be like, "Nah, you bullshit." And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm not." But like I said, I don't like to disclose or talk about certain things because a lot of people know each other. So I just leave it at what it is.
Put it in the vault of these.
I put it to you like this: if you was there, then you was there. If you wasn't, then you missed out. Because I even had to change my Instagram from what it was. It was just to say it still says open format DJ, but I had to change it to the One Shot Deal Experience because that shit is actually real, and it mind boggles me because I don't come off as a girl magnet. Like I don't look at myself like that. And you be like I said, I'll be surprised at half of the shit that females would tell me or ask me, and I just be like, "You serious?" They be like, "Yeah, my room is right upstairs," and I'm like, "Okay." Have I given in sometimes? Yes, because sometimes it's like it's only going to happen once, baby.
Now you done got into my
DJ is
other
an
question.
adventure.
Early done gave the alley oop, and now you done strung it along and gave all the defenders. Come on now, y'all are my questions.
Listen. When I say that, it's because the odds are stacked very high against me. Like when I was in Japan, it's like, okay, I'm one guy. It's no way in hell I got 10 females that want to all do the same thing. And they're not looking at all the other guys that's there. They're coming to me saying, "Yo, what are you doing after this?" I'm like, "I ain't doing nothing. We can hang out." Hanging out turns into one girl kissing on another girl kissing on another girl. I'm just sitting there watching this. I'm like,
I'm going to his parties.
okay, what's going on here? Then one girl's like, "Oh, why you still got your clothes on?" And I'm like, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it alone.
She was offended. She was like, "Sir."
So like,
Come, sir.
And ma'ams.
I don't be on the prowl. I don't be wilding out or whatever. But like I said, that one time, that was an opportunity that I was just like, "Yo, you live once, man. You got to go out with a bang somehow." But
You were single. You had no obligations.
Listen,
That
moral of the
part.
story is being a DJ is an adventure.
It is.
Cut out for the adventure. If you're not cut out to handle your own and make decisions and choices for yourself, this industry could eat you alive.
now this should have been a question, not to cut you off. One of the questions should have been not so much about like, girls and females, because I know females that do the same thing and they be trying to holler at the guys. You know what I'm saying? But they do it in a more quiet manner, but they still be kind of down your back. But the biggest thing I would say is the drugs. I'm surprised at how many DJs that I've met along my path. They're good people. I love them still to this day. But the drug usage, that shit is real, and people don't really talk about that aspect as much as they really should. I've never seen so much drugs in all of my life. And I grew up in the Bronx, and niggas is hustling crack and cocaine all day. But to see motherfuckers sit at a table like they eating pasta food and just sniffing table lines of coke and getting high, it's like, yo, bro, what the fuck am I? How the fuck did I get here?
I'm eating chicken tenders over here, and you doing a whole line of cocaine. It's crazy. Like,
I know who to call for when it comes to like the dark side of DJing, and it might say dating with Reptar, but I do a whole bunch of topics. So let me know when you want to co-host.
Oh, anytime. We can do something tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I'm off, so let's make it happen. It don't matter. It don't matter what the topic is. I can talk about anything. I'm not one-dimensional, just like my music. I play everything. I don't even have to know what they're saying. If the shit got a beat or it got a string, I can make it happen.
Yo, Jen, I hate you. Fix your face.
I can't help it. This shit's amazing.
then that's why we appreciate you being in a safe space. We're so happy for you because we understand you're in a safe space. But I know, Mayday girl, you gotta go. So
It's okay, I can still hang. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'll let you know, but I can still hang for a little
okay, all right. I did it 3 minutes early. I got
bit.
you. So thank you for your responses. As he said, if you press and play, you're not really a DJ. Welcome to my world. But anywho,
That's a whole other.
I'm gonna get so much flack from some people that may be in the chat, maybe not. Yo, what do you got against control? You trying to play me?
No, it's not even that. It's just, we've come so far in terms of this turning table thing. And I say turning table thing as a commoner, as a GDI for my matey over there, as you know what I'm saying. So, and I say that in terms of mine is very baseline. So, I'm not a scratcher. Like my brother was heavy into DJing, rest his soul. He used to DJ, do gigs in the whole nine. He scratched up all my parents' vinyls. So understand the scratches is still on the vinyls.
Hey.
Okay. Like he was born 1970. He was the youngest of the four boys under my father. He did everything. He sang, he rapped, he made, creation. He did everything. He produced. The DJ Gator case is still here, and I haven't even dusted it off yet. So understand, it's so many levels to it now that we don't know where it's gonna go, because a lot of us have come from your time era shot and early too. Like we know what that looks like. It's just more so how far can we keep up with it, because it's going to the point where they're about to put CDs back in these things. So it's back and forth and back. So it's up to us to decipher what is cool and what is not. What can we keep up with? What can we leave behind? What do we want to use and what do we not want to use? So it can go as far as like a whole nother chat. As I said, this could be an ongoing thing. Just let me know. This channel is for everybody.
I have one controller that I bought, and that's the only controller I'm ever gonna buy. But I've used them all. Believe me when I tell you that. From when Serato DJ was still black and white as the icon, I had a gig, and they said, "Yo, you got turntables there." I get there, it was just a controller. I didn't really know what it was. I've never seen it before, so I was just like, "Who Fisher Price shit is this, and why is it here?" And y'all telling me it's turntables. Who's using that?
Fisher Price.
Yo.
Said I don't want to grow up.
Delete user immediately.
Then when I turned it on, I'm like, how the fuck do you use this shit? It don't have no buttons. Like, what is this? So I figured it out because I could just mix in whatever. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then when I see my homeboy buy it, I was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Oh, nah, this is the new wave, bro. This is what it is. I'm like, nah. I had a Coco Chanel. We talked about a lot of different things, and I'm like, nah, this seemed like this is not gonna. And then it evolved, and I waited and waited and waited. And I had to use them. I had to come across CDJs and all that. Then when Pioneer released the Rev 7 and Rain came out with the Rain 1, the Rain 1 is garbage. I don't like it. But Chuck, hear me out. I'm a Rain man, but I'm a cheater. Pioneer stole my heart. Okay, they made the S11 mixer. That mixer has everything in it that I can ask for. Not that I want, but everything in it I can ask for and more, because I am an audio engineer. So the things that mixer can do, at the end of the day, when I do look at some people and they do have that mixer, and because I know what it does, I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers is cheating. This nigga whole set, he bamboozling everybody right now. And y'all like, yo, this nigga's nice. If you knew what the hell he was doing, you would be like, this nigga is a fraud. But I would never disclose nothing like that, because it still takes skill to pull
get
it
to
off.
that baseline.
Yes, it still takes skill to pull it off, because it is very difficult trying to look at something that has so much technology installed in itself as a unit. That mixer has a sampler built in it where you can sample vinyl.
Yep.
And some of the DJs I know, I'm not a gatekeeper, but these motherfuckers, I'm like, yo, we got the same mixer. You're not going to tell me how to fuck to sample a record? I can't Google this shit because it ain't nothing coming up on it. And they like, yo, we don't know what you're talking. I'm like, yo, bro, I watched the nigga on YouTube fucking sample a whole bunch of records and make a whole beat with no SP, no nothing, just the mixer alone. Where the fuck is the mixer memory holding these things at? You're not gonna tell me, oh, it's the echo, and he has the echo that long where the snares and all this shit catch on groove. I'm not falling for that.
No, yeah. I mean, that's fair.
That shit does a lot of shit. And
I hear you.
I'm stuck on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no ambassador for Pioneer, none of that. But you know, I ain't gonna hold you. If anybody want to give me a Christmas gift, I'm looking for another S11, even though I got one. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, chill. Give me the gold one. When I saw that gold Pioneer one, I want that one. So yeah. But you know, just to segue off, like this can go very far. And like I said, I understand it says finding love, but at the same time, the amount of stuff you said to an average female, you spoke German. So understand to an average female, you spoke German, and well, German is Deutsch. You spoke Deutsch and French, and all in the same sentence. So trying to find someone to try to speak, that Jen's face is taking me out. Trying to explain shit like that, you'd be like, I am talking to a wall. So, you know, hence the question being, you know, like, how are you guys like there looking? And, you know, hence, you know, the question I was just asked is like, how far does it go to even get there? And for y'all to not do it on your job, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Because
that's the other part. Like he said, drugs is one thing if you count alcohol, but it could get very easy.
Yeah, count alcohol too.
Mixy.
Yo,
mix.
We all got some type of war story of seeing people showing their bare ass. Some of these.
Literally, if he's saying that sis was finna going hands and knees, like, what we talking about?
Like, listen, I done got cursed out because I don't drink or smoke, and I've got cursed out for not doing neither. Yo, what the fuck you mean you don't smoke? You in the club, you're gonna hit this blunt, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not hitting shit.
No,
you ask me again, I'm knocking you the fuck out.
No, exactly, because as everyone that may smoke here, I have the healthiest lungs probably in here because I haven't touched a cigarette, a weed bong, nothing. I haven't touched a thing. Secondhand smoke, I'm not gonna lie, I've been around all the smoking, so I mean, God knows what's in these lungs. But myself, puff pass, absolutely not.
Either way, that even is not alcohol, right? Like, because you get a lot of, for me as a woman, I get a lot of offers for free drinks. A lot of offers for free drinks. Whether it's the
I'd buy you one too. Stop playing.
Oh, what are we getting? When are we gonna do it? See, and you see,
that's me because I know who the fuck you are.
No, I'm just saying. I
know.
So like that's a different story, right? But like, you know, the idea that when you're in these events, even venues, they're gonna be like, yo, open whatever you need, whatever you want, from hookah to some venues will give you, like, people are smoking and they cool with that. Some venues you can have as many drinks as you want, and some venues will tell you actually cannot have a drink, right? Especially wedding venues, they will put it in their contract that, you know, DJs cannot have a drink because people show their ass in the past or end up, you know, not. And the reality is anything you're doing, the more you're going to drink, the more you're going to smoke, the more it's going to impact sort of how you respond and how you act. So if we're all trying to stand on business, knocking back 3, 4, 5, 6 shots isn't going to help you in those transitions, isn't going to help you to come up with those blends, isn't going to help you navigate some of those situations. So it's very, very easy in nightlife to get caught up in what your clients are doing and want to join in on that fun instead of what you're trying to do. But if you're able to stay focused, and I'm not saying you can't have a drink or two, you just got to know yourself and your balance, and what you're going to be doing when you're drinking. Are you having these drinks by your equipment? Are you know, all of these things play into why sometimes, like One Shot Deal was saying, you just got to kind of stay focused and not get distracted by what else is going on.
But that's why I like the girls, because the girls that come around and want to flock around me, they're perfect for holding everything, holding my food, holding my drinks. Perfect. I ain't got to put nothing down. Just let them hold it.
Because they want to, right? Yeah, because they want to, right? One shot, right?
I mean,
just make sure it ain't drugged.
Right.
No. It'll be food that I get. It ain't no drugs.
Can they at least get a chicken tender, like, and some shrimp?
You and this chicken tender is taking me out. Listen, not the chicken tender.
They can eat. They eat and all that on my reconnaissance, but at the same time, like, I'm the opposite dude from what most dudes you look at. I'm not gonna say the word use, but want women around for. I partake with females for promotion. The more girls that used to come around with me when I would go out, I wouldn't have a group of guys. I have a gang of girls. So when I go to the club, the promoter's like, yo, I want you to spin here because you bringing all the goddamn girls with you. Even though the girls, they come in with me, they leave with me. So dudes be pissed off because they be like, yo, a lot of times dudes wanted to jump me and fight me and all type of shit because they like, yo, all the girls came with him. He got to be sleeping with all of them. But nah, that was a part of my image. I did it on purpose.
That sounded like a lot of work. Sleeping with all them groupies
that's a heavy schedule, yet alone whatever
you feel me? Like I'm already practicing every day. Like what?
I'm already practicing every day. Don't forget your stream on Wednesdays. But
well, that's new. I added that to my regimen too now. So the experience is also, like I told people, I said I'm starting something on TikTok. Mm-hmm. It's called the One Shot Deal Experience. It's a mixture of me playing Serato and playing vinyl. But anything goes, because when I dig through a crate of vinyl, it is not a set that I'm preparing. It is whatever's in the crate is what you're going to hear. However, I make it turn out to be, because I don't know what's in my crates anymore at this time. I haven't digged in a crate in centuries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes, of course.
Why both? I'm asking you and Jen, right? Because I don't think Mayday spins on social media. Why do you guys? Why do you guys feel like you? Why did you guys take that path to spin on social media? I know Jen has a dedicated day on Wednesday. I think somebody said Jen does Wednesday.
Yes, he does the Wednesday streams. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you ask your question, hold the thought.
Okay.
So you want to know why I want to do it?
Hey, Q Love. I was saying hi to our new friend. Hey, Q Love, you made it to us. I don't know if you hear us. Hey, friend.
Yo.
Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it after work. I just wanted to acknowledge you because I saw you were here and it got really deep in there. But yes, no Diddy intended. So I just wanted to make sure that you were here with us.
No Diddy intended.
You said no Diddy intended. I just caught on to that. Like, what was that about?
I just wanted to make sure that I acknowledge you and you are here. I wanted to treat it like Roman Reigns. That's I acknowledge you. Okay. So back to your question, DJ Early.
Oh no, I was just curious. Because I'm not a big streaming guy on social media, so
all right.
I was really asking them what gives you the motivation to have a dedicated day of streaming. I know Jen said he does Wednesdays. I'm not sure when you rock out. I'm not sure when you rock out one shot deal. I'm just curious what gives you guys the motivation to want to keep doing that. Start it and keep doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight and raw. You guys. Every one of you guys.
No Diddy intended.
Every one of you. Meaning human beings love music. I'm a big person. I love people. That's the one thing that I could bring the whole world together with no problems, no arguments, no nothing. So when I'm on TikTok, there's no boundaries. I can play house. I can play whatever I want to. And nobody sits there and complain. Everybody's more shocked and amazed of how I can run through records, transition them, scratch them up, break it down. I'm bringing a party vibe to your living room without you having to go outside, risk your life, getting hurt, getting stabbed or whatever, all in the comfort space of your living room or your bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't be on there just playing records. What you see me do on my crib, you'll sit there like, damn, well, I heard him play live in the club. He don't even talk on a microphone, but he talk in his crib like this. But that's what I bring to social media. When I'm in the club, I don't talk on the mic. It's a waste of my time. I'm focusing on the crowd and what I'm doing. Being that I can't see the people and I don't know if it's a crowd or not, because my turntables and my camera is set up just to see my turntables. It doesn't even show me. It just shows my hands. And you just hear the music. So only thing I do is interact with people by talking to them. I can't see who name is on the screen, so I just shout out everybody. Everybody that's in the chat, big up to yourself or whatever the case may be, and I keep it pushing. And I keep it rocking until I get tired.
So before you go, Jen, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. I got to run to another meeting, but, or not meeting. This was fun. I got to go to do business stuff, but y'all, love y'all so much. And
it'll be great.
needs
Me
me,
too.
find me on IG at It's Mayday. If you got questions, ask Reptar. Reptar can find me if you can't. But yes, love y'all. Have a good night.
Good
I
night,
made
too.
friend. Thanks for
later.
coming. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, so to answer your question, the reason why, One Shot kind of touched upon it, when it comes to like being able to, for my Wednesday show, I'm inviting you into my living room. Like everybody was always asking me, it's like, yo, what are your thought process? What do you think? So I guess it's just that level of intimacy is, you're inviting people into your space and you're showing them this thing. Like, hey, look
Yeah.
what I am doing. So you kind of have more freedom. Because like I've been in the club circuit, I've been in all these, you're kind of expected to kind of fit certain themes and certain genres and certain whatever. Obviously, if you have your own sound, you can kind of flip that around or whatever. But with me with like, streaming on Twitch and stuff like that, it's always been like, yo, I'm inviting you into this. I need you to hear this. This is what I'm listening to right now. This is what I'm cutting and scratching. And there's no like people are there for the experience. They're not really there for the nightclubs BS of what it is right now. So like you can invent, and I guess that's one of the reason like a lot of people are gravitating to the streaming spaces is because they're curating their experience. And so it's a lot more manageable that way. So for the people, and it's a lot more engaging and with the intimacy with it. So like, how you was just talking to the chat right now was like, hey, or um it I don't know, it's just that closeness that you normally don't get at the club. You feel me? Like you're not gonna have somebody in the booth next to you chatting it up or whatever, but you're playing music XY and you look up and and you're reading the shit, you're like, oh shit, like yeah, that blend was fire. This mix is crazy. So that's why I do it. And it also gives me like a creative outlet or whatever. So like every Wednesday they come into my space and they're like, oh, I don't know what Jin's gonna play tonight. He said that he was spinning reggae, he was doing a dance hall event last week, so he might not do dance hall or whatever because they've been consistently to show, so they try to guess what genre I hit or what experience. So I guess it's that type of fun and surprise and engagement also. It's a different type of feeling the vibe and stuff like that. It's interesting.
Okay.
Yep, it's very like you said, is intimate on different levels because one, people don't realize like, we all, for those who DJ and who's in the club and nightlife and been through it, and whether you in it now or you stop. Most of the people that go to these clubs, they go there just to hear music and you're a dope DJ, you got the job. For streaming, it's the same thing, but it's more so as your page. So these people get there, like they intimate with you. They get to know you through the music, and they also get to know you personally because they'll text you like, "Yo, I got a wedding. I like the way you play. I want you to do it." Or, "Yo, where you spinning at? I'm gonna come fly out or whatever to come check you at your spot." Like you really meet genuine supporters who will do the most, and you were sitting there, and you would never think so, but until you actually tap in and try it. And then you'd be like, oh shit, like these people are real. They talk to you about real life situations that we all go through. And you start to your following of followers, it literally turns into like a new family of just family.
Yeah, it's a great tool to build your community. Like it, with how the nice life is now, it's like the community isn't really there as prominent depending on where you go. So it's always like, oh, you need to know this promoter, you need to know this DJ or whatever. Like, unless you had like an actual relationship with the DJ and stuff, you're not really being close with folks like that outside of the networking business. And this one, like, I have a person who comes to my stream every so often or whatever, and I know his whole life. Like, he literally gave me some good news last week, and mind you, homie is in fucking Ohio. So it's that type of intimate level and stuff. And he's like, yo, when I come to New York, not only do I've already known him and through me building my community this way, I don't feel weird to be like, yo, you know what? I'm not spending that day, but let's hang out. Because like
Exactly.
it's already building that tool. It's
Right.
your village. You're building your village using these tools.
Yeah.
The
And
whole
it also can come back to what we're doing here, right?
Yep.
So, you know, just us being on this thingy, literally live streaming, talking to the world.
To the world.
Hello, viewers that are watching. You know, I got a couple people watching now, and it's a different space because now you know white people don't wipe their ass and wash their feet. So you know, it's
Oh
different
my
things you
God.
learn. It's different things you learn on here that makes it so comfortable. Hence me always saying this is a safe space. Regardless of the situation, this is a safe space. So if there's something you don't want to share, I tell you don't share it. But if it's something you want to share, by all means, everybody's listening because there's somebody that's going through the same thing or might be positively going through it with you. You never
And
know.
that's what
It goes back to who's watching. You never know who's watching. You never know who may be in the room that might link with you. You never know. Even with DJing, you never know. Just being in a space, it could streaming, vinyls, tapes, you name it, they had it. CDs, burning them. We all burnt our CDs. I had the playlist. I still gotta find my CDs, but that's besides the point. What I'm saying is it's like it all comes to full circle when we do these things live because people have found a new way to find a safe space. That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to, finding that safe space. Because they realized that COVID was a time. Some people may not have believed it, but it was a real time. And this became the safe space once we learned what this was.
Yep.
We might have had Zoom, we might have had Tiny Chat, we might have had, look, I'm taking it back, Tiny Chat, okay? And so, you know, we might have had all these things, and this now has become the thing to be safe with. That is the thing. So when DJ started going on there, my hairstylist listens to all the Twitch DJs all the time while she doing my hair. So it's a good, I think it's really good because like I said, that's how we learned that people don't wash their ass.
You know what I love
And
about
we know
this
who
whole
to stay
thing,
away
though?
from.
Also, what I love about it is the simple fact that even how we doing this, right? This would be back in the, well, I don't know, back in the day, this would be considered like the beginning of a podcast. I used to actually talk to a girl that had a radio show that was only on the phone. And you would dial up with this number.
Yeah.
She would do whatever she's doing. And I would sit there and rock the set for like 15 minutes, whatever the case may be. Get back on the set another 15 minutes and close out the night. Then, before podcast became like a thing where it is now, I was doing that on Periscope. I was doing it on different things where literally just playing music. It's just another form of radio. But now people taking it a step further, and I sit there, I'm like, damn, I'm glad I was born at the time I was born. I'm glad I was around doing what I was doing. I ain't get knocked off the planet, or whatever. I'm still here because I've done everything up to this evolution of where we at now. Step by step. I was there for it and I indulged in it.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, but I ain't gonna belabor y'all longer. I just got one or two more and I'm done.
Listen, I ain't got nothing to do once I get off the clock, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to sleep.
But so you gotta go.
No, I'm good. I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was because I heard the all right. Well, I'm like, oh, it is 10 on the dot.
Oh yeah, my ass is getting the fuck up out of here.
Run while you still can.
No, I mean, not out the chat. I mean,
no, I know from work. I saw say run while you still can.
Oh yeah,
tell it to the teachers in the building who be leaving with me. I'm like, get out of here now before they ask you for something else.
Yo, everybody done left. My supervisor's like, yo, can you do me a favor? This person got to leave early. Can you do yada yada? I'm like, yo, why y'all ain't tell me this shit earlier? Like, I'm not trying to be like Big Daddy Kane and half stepping, but I really have to because
Larry, yes,
I ain't got the time for all that shit like that.
Wow.
Big Daddy Kane. But also shout out to Banks who couldn't come because they kept him too at work. So only I was stuck in the same place at the same time in two different locations. So I feel for you. My heart is here for you in the middle of my chest, not on the left side.
So much that, like I tell anybody, if it's about music, I'm there. If I could pull myself away from it, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it that much, and it's never been about the money. Like if you was like, yo, I got a show, and yo, can you? If I can make it, yo, I'm coming. Now I got equipment and all that shit to bring outside, and people like, yo, I need you to bring equipment, and listen, you got to pick me up. I ain't got no ride. I'm not getting no ride to drag all this shit out my crib.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can buy a ride, then we can make it happen.
Mm.
I need a round trip though. I don't need a one way like a flight. I need a round trip. There and back, we good. Make it happen.
Gotcha. But all right. Next question is, this is for the single and the non-single people and the relationship.
For
So
everybody in a nutshell.
in a nutshell, you know, I had to ask the whole how far a relationship we talking, but you know, I just do that for the millennials in the room. So how hard is it for you, single man, to find someone when doing gigs and staying consistent? That's for you. And for those of you guys that are, you know, happily with someone, how hard is it keeping the person and reassuring trust?
Well, all right, I could go on that. You mean consistent as far as like staying in a relationship?
Yeah, oh yeah, how is it to find someone? And I'm saying when you do, how hard is it staying consistent?
It's not hard at all. Because if I pursue you, that means I want you. And if I want you, I mean it's easy. I'm not gonna let you slip away. I wouldn't have went through the hard work. I wouldn't have went through the hard work to obtain you. So I'm not gonna let you slip away. That would be me. That would be my fault. It would never be the female's fault unless she decides to do some, you know, she want to step out because she want to step out. And then again, also to my men who be slipping or slacking or they macking or whatever you want to call it, the same way you met a female, the first way she was attracted to you, keep that same energy and keep that aura. The day you lose that is the day she's gonna walk out. A lot of people don't realize that. You got this girl one way. Now you start to be comfortable, lazy, you don't really care. She's looking at you like, yo, what's going on with this man?
Mm-hmm.
Why he was this way and this way. Now, if you're going through something, that's understandable. But if you're not going through something, it's like, it's not fair to her. And I always put myself in the opposite person's body or mindset when I'm dealing with them. So to make them feel comfortable all the time, if I got a girl, she's gonna feel wanted and appreciated every day. That means I love to cook, by the way. So I will cook you breakfast, curry chicken, jerk chicken, all type of shit. I'm getting busy.
On your house.
I love to cook. So when it comes to me with a woman, she's not leaving me unless there's complication, things going on that's out of both our control. And, you know, that's it.
If you're mad, we working it out.
My last relationship, it was basically the girl had a lot of self-esteem issues. And I was always being ridiculed as, oh, you cheating on me or you doing this. And I'm like, yo, my cousin called me and she's a girl and she lives in California. She was texting me like crazy. My phone was in my drawer. I didn't hear it. So when she goes and reads the messages, she sees one line and one line only. Oh, I don't care who you with. Pick up your effing phone. I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, that's my cousin. Oh, no, that's some bitch, you effing this, that, and the third. I said, if I call a girl and she tells you, as a matter of fact, I'm going to let you call her. And if she tell you she's my cousin, what are you possibly going to tell me? Because you've been accusing me of this shit for like 2 years. And as a good man, I just sat there and just took it because I appreciate you and I appreciate what we have. And then, you know, she asked the girl, and the girl's like, oh, yeah, that's my big-headed cousin, yada, yada, yada. And then the girl sent a picture of me when I was in California on Oceanside looking like, I don't even know what the fuck I was looking like. I had a hamster on my shoulder. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, right? But
she pulled out the archives.
Yeah, she pulled out she sent an old picture and the girl couldn't even recognize me. She was like, yo, that's you. I said, yeah, that's me and my two knuckleheaded cousins and her. And I said, Thimby, which is my cousin's name, she was a young girl. Like she looked at us like we was giants because she was still young. And she couldn't even come outside with us. So we would take her out sometime. And now that she's older, she's like, you know, she's like, oh, I want to come see you. I miss you, this, that, and the third. So she took that the wrong way. And that's why we're not together. this day, but I couldn't deal with it. But then as things got a little deeper, I kind of realized she was doing things that she shouldn't be doing. And even though we were still friends, I caught her. I caught her in her. Yeah, we still friends. Like, I'm not gonna say because we on this thing, but if we talking intimately one-on-one, I definitely let y'all know what's going on with that on a real note. But we still friends to this day. It's only because there's something involved, and I don't want to say what that is over the airways.
Oh no. Like I said, you don't want to share? Don't share.
But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we still good friends and all of that. She understood where she messed up at and things of that nature. And I'm like, yo, I can't turn a blind eye because I never disrespected your family. You disrespected mine. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's a thin line between where I draw my family and me choosing over somebody else. I'm really not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
It also goes into the fact that she assumed.
Yeah, she kept
without properly approaching, like, hey, I've never seen this person, you know, blah blah blah. Like, there's ways of doing things when you don't know something.
And sometimes it was embarrassing too. Like sometimes you know, I'm in the gym.
I would think so.
You thinking the worst while we working out together. Oh, you looking at the girl in front of you. I say, are you serious?
Yeah, no,
like, where else can I look? I'm looking.
She's saying, look at the goddamn ceiling. You're not here the first time. Look at the goddamn ceiling. Look at the mirror in front of you. Looking at yourself. I don't understand what part of you didn't hear her. We not processing.
And have no neck because of the weight is gonna crush me.
Right. No, I know what you're saying. I'm going with the. She's like, you're supposed to look at the motherfucking ceiling. You're supposed to be looking at the damn mirror. You're supposed to be looking at the weight in front of you. What are you talking about?
Then she leaves, right? I'm still doing my set. And then she's like, she texts me like, oh, where are you? I'm like, I'm still in the gym. Oh, you ain't leave? I didn't know I was supposed to. I didn't even know you left. I just thought you left.
When she leave, you leave. When she walk, you walk. When she talk, you talk. You didn't get it the first day.
Let me tell you something, sweetheart. I'm a grown ass man. I don't maneuver like that. I'm not a child. You can't string me along like no fiddle. I'm sorry. Now some guys would. I ain't gonna hold you. Would, because you know, shorty looking good, but that don't work for a dude like me.
It's toxic. No, it's definitely toxic. I'm not gonna hold you. But yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's all valid points. I'm just like, it's not hard, but you know, it just depends on the other person and also going back to how deep they are in it, to Early's point earlier. Like,
yeah, so if I'm with you, trust me, I'm with you. I'm not gonna sit there in front like, oh, this, that, and the third, but I am private. I'll tell you that much. Mm-hmm. And it's only because of how I grew up and what I've seen. So I'm kind of a protective person. Like, let's say I was dating you, I was like, and I tell you, like, yo, listen, don't put no pictures on social media of us. I'm not saying you can't do it for the reasons that you're gonna think, which is the obvious. Oh, you don't want other girls to see me. Nah, it's not even about that. I don't want somebody being able to get to you because you're my vulnerability. You're my you're my kryptonite. So if they grab you up, it's gonna hurt me because I'm gonna have to do something that I'm gonna be forced to do. But then again, it's making myself vulnerable at the same time. So, Superman. Those situations, I tell a chick like, yo, don't post up nothing crazy of whatever, because like I said, the hating situation is real. So it ain't just no musical thing. A part of that, it's real life.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, before my two married people, relationship and married, and Q Love, you've been quiet. I need you to answer this question. I got one question before this question. Are you married, single, engaged, relationship, situationship, or any of the ships involved? Did he leave? Don't laugh. We just need him to answer the question. I think he might have left them. I don't know. He might have fell asleep. But anywho, he might come back. I don't know. But one of y'all go ahead until he comes back. I feel stupid.
You ain't knock it off.
All right. What was the question for
how hard is it keeping your person and reassuring trust?
I think it just really, it's easy when you know yourself and your boundary. Because like every relationship that I've ever been with, I've always said, DJing has been like my passion. So there's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me like I don't want you to DJ, because that's not gonna happen. If I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna quit on my own terms, like because I
Right.
chose that. So um I live, breathe, and eat this shit. So
That's just
and so it comes down to, the reason why I DJ. I'm not DJing for the attention from women or whatever. Like I'm there to provide a vibe. That's always been my MO. So I will always reassure my partner, like, but my partner has always have to understand, like, this what comes with it, and know my intention and how I move. And that's the trust from there. Thankfully my partner, she's also like in the film TV industry, so she kind of understands the glitz and glam that comes with being in the industry
Mhm.
and stuff, like the appearance, the optics and stuff like that. But I have to also understand, like, I need to move in a certain way when I'm out here, like I have the mystique of being the DJ that's, tearing up the club and stuff like that, being sociable, being friendly at all times with everybody, providing the vibe on and off the deck. And, some women are gonna try and hit on me. I'm at a point in my relationship, I tell her everything. Like, yo, some girl was like, I'd suck your dick because you did this, that, and the third. And
Not
so I'm
using
like,
his example.
but yo, sometimes this shit go down. Like sometimes this shit go
Yo,
down. So,
that's crazy.
but that's the type of trust and
No, of
whatever.
course.
So
Yeah.
then in the communication, and to what Early said earlier, like 95%, the person that's speaking with you is like might be for business, but that 5% you can kind of tell. So sometimes I'll be like letting her know, like, hey, Shorty was undressing me with her eyes. Like I don't know. So
You still
I
don't
don't know.
feel safe.
I don't know what the situation is. Like, this is the story. This is what's happening. Like we tell each other everything to the point where is so that way if somebody comes to us and it's like, yo, I saw Jin over at this party over there and some girl was dancing and dubbing or whatever and getting close, and she can be like, oh, I know. Now what? Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
What is this information, benefiting both parties at the moment? And then vice versa. She'll tell me like, yo, I'm going to this situation over here. And I'm like, all right, cool. Have fun. Be safe. And then,
Right.
she'll come home and tell me like, hey, X, Y, and Z, like this happened, this happened, this happened. So that way, if like somebody was like, oh, I was dancing with your girl, I'm like, cool.
And
I knew, but she came home. So there has to be that type of baseline trust from right there. And then it's just like, okay, if something bothers you, don't hold it in. Like
Right.
the one advice I always tell people is like, y'all have to be comfortable having uncomfortable conversations.
That makes
That's the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't give a fuck about optics. Don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, I'm trying to, not hurt your feelings, but don't be a dick. Like,
Right.
still be
Right.
tactful, but also be like, hey, I felt this way because whatever, it looked like this. Like, just explain that, because my brain be working weird sometimes, like, so, and vice versa. She could come and was like, hey, you did this and it felt like you attacked me. I'm like, oh, not my intention. Like so that's it. I wouldn't say it's hard or easy. It's just work. That's all it is. With, reassuring and vice versa and stuff like that.
That's it. It's all on you, man.
So Jen just says something interesting, right?
Right.
He said it's just work, right? I
Mhm.
think when people know it's just work to you, and if they really feel like they trust you that it's just work, you won't have an issue, right? I think when people think that you're out here doing whatever, I don't know, talking to chicks, getting numbers, entertaining all these different offers you may get, that's when you have the problem. My thing is that when I meet people, depending on how we're vibing, I don't tell you everything that I got going on because some people they I don't know, some people get kind of weird about knowing you do such and such, right? But the one thing I do tell them about is that I DJ, right? When I tell them about the restaurant part, because people think whatever, you got money or you got this or you got that. So I don't
No,
tell them
I'm just trying to get the family discount.
yeah, right. So but I think as you go along with people and you start vibing with them, you let your guard down a little bit. But the one thing people know about me from the rip is that I DJ. And most times because they've seen me out DJing somewhere, right? And I think even though I'm out DJing, I'm not out looking for chicks. Most time I'm trying to make connections. Like
Right.
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not out here I mean, don't get me wrong, the money's good, but to me the connections are better because I'm a connection kind of guy, right? And the connections can take you to different places that you have no idea they're going to take you to outside of DJing, right? I met so many dope ass people that I've done business with on some other shit because I met them while I've been DJing, right? So my thing is that when I meet somebody who I'm interested in, the one thing I let them know is like, yo, my priorities are this, that, and the third. So with that being said, the one thing I can't do is some long distance shit. I can't do that because my time is limited enough. And for me to try to fit you in, that's not what I want to do. Call me selfish, call me
No, it's
whatever,
not
right?
selfish.
But that's
It's
valid
not
though.
selfish.
Yeah, not my thing because people and two, the one thing I don't want in a woman is someone who doesn't have a hobby or something they do outside their normal hustle, right? Because if you don't understand about the multiple hustles, right? Sometimes you don't get it, right? So, for instance, I've met people who only do one thing, right? Their source of fun is being with their person or being around their friends. That's number two. Number three, she lives in Virginia. I live in New Jersey. So now I got schedule shit
Oh my God.
far, right? Schedule far in advance. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I might schedule it for next month. Next month come, I might not want to do the shit. I might not be in the right space. I might be on some other shit, right? I might be tired from work, tired from traveling, just got over a cold. Now I gotta fucking be with you, and I don't really want to be with you, right? Nah, I'm not.
Wait, hold on. Your sign again was
Sag, right?
the rule of me, and me.
No. But
I'm joking. I'm joking.
no. I know. But here's what's funny, right? I think I know myself, right?
Right.
So I know what's going to work and what's going to work for me, right? Now, if you're okay with me saying maybe I can or maybe we can, that's something different, right?
Right.
But I have a preference on what I want to do, right? A lot of it revolves around what I want to do, right? Now, I do incorporate my person into my space of what I want to do, right? But I can't have a person that expects me to do all this kind of shit when I don't want to fucking do it. And I think that's the problem. Like, I'm being just dead ass. That's the problem sometimes, right?
Okay. Keep counting,
Second.
y'all. Keep counting.
I
said he
know,
said
I know.
me 5 times. Just keep
Yeah,
counting.
I did say me.
So my question, my little interrebuttal is this. So where's the compromise in that?
I was about to ask the same thing. Compromise.
Yeah,
The compromise in what though? Before I answer the question, the compromise in
Me is
what?
6 times.
Oh no, the compromise. Listen, I find time for my person, but what I'm saying is that I can have all these different variables that's going to impact me and impact me to find time. Like,
I'm saying, like, say she want to go to the opera, like you just said, yo, I'm not doing that because I don't want to do
no.
it. And
That's
she's
different.
like, and are you
You said
gonna be like,
opera?
oh fuck it? like, I'm just saying, it could be whatever.
Oh no.
Basically,
I'm
something
cool
that
with
you
that.
don't like. Something that
No,
you
no, no,
don't
no,
like.
no, 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 no. Listen, I'm cool with doing things that I don't enjoy doing because I know what it means to her. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with all that kind of stuff. It's just some things. If I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to deal with that. And the,
Gotcha.
and the point I was making was that like I don't mind seeing somebody 2-3 times a week, but I can't have 2-3 times a week and all kind of other shit too that might impact what I got going on. Because I could easily get called to go somewhere for a meeting in the city to DC to Virginia on a drop of a dime. I need somebody who understands how I move.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not. It's never about me all the time. No. But I will say I do have, to your point, one shot like you said before about your practicing. Right, that's your shit. Right,
Yes, that's the
and,
fact.
and you
That's why
need
she is sit there naked.
and you need somebody who's going to understand. Like this is my shit. Right, and much as I love to be with you right now, even though your ass is naked on this bed, right? I'm gonna do what I want to do for a minute because this is how I, decompress. This is my ritual. This is my routine. I think that's the key too. Once you have a routine and a person understands your routine, it's like going to the gym every day, right?
Mhm.
It's people out here that hate the spouse for going to the gym every day. Oh,
Nah, you
I'm here in the morning. Must be fucking with these bitches. These chicks at the gym. I'm gonna fucking work out.
like,
Just because
look,
you don't,
I'm trying to.
just because you don't do that, right? Because you don't work out with me, don't hold that against me. To your point, one shot. Just because you don't DJ and you don't think it's important for you, it is for me.
Of course, no, I
You
get
know
that
what I'm
100.
saying?
percent
Yeah.
The way she made it sound like, because you was like, I couldn't hear a part of what you were saying because I went downstairs and my phone didn't cut off with my headphones detached, so I couldn't hear.
Damn.
So I just heard when I came back, I just heard saying me, and I'm just like, well, damn, where the compromise in that?
So one shot.
He said
I'm
it
gonna
10
tell you.
times. I've been counting.
I did say that. I did say that. And I'm gonna say something funny too.
He was
I
dead
tell
ass. You are
yo
absolutely right, sir.
one shot. I'm gonna tell you something real. I tell my girl all the time. I was like, she's like, you got 3 careers. And I was like, yeah, you know why? Mama need new shoes, right? So we go on vacation, you don't complain then,
That's a
right?
fact.
Uh-oh.
And when it's time for us to have our weekly
Bromance.
date night on Sundays, you don't complain then. Or when I'm seeing you Monday, Wednesday, and
You
Thursday,
better run it up.
you don't complain then. So don't pick and choose
Don't
when
pick
you
and choose
think
the
some
battles.
don't pick and choose when you try to say what I'm doing is too much, but I'm still fitting you in and making you feel special, right? We're not doing
Well,
that.
let me interject with you with that. You're absolutely right, because
Mhm.
in situations like I have friends, for instance, and they'll tell me something like, "Oh, well, we friends, and I don't think our friendship is whatever because we don't spend time together." I'm like, "You've been talking to me on the phone for 2 hours. What the hell are you talking about? I'm
Mhm.
giving you 2 hours of my time because I'm not physically in front of you. You think this don't count?"
Facts.
So I definitely understand, but like I said again, some people don't really see
Yeah.
things the way we all may see it, because a lot of people are selfish in their own way and they just don't even know that they're selfish. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you said, with me and my practicing, I'm not being selfish to her because after I finish practicing, we can do whatever. But this is what keeps me sharp. What I do, I'm not into competition with none of y'all. We all family, we all friends. But when we in the club, no matter how I tell anybody, if you a DJ and you in a club, that shit is competition. You ain't there for their job. But if somebody puts you on the spot, you're gonna have to show and prove if you're really about what you are. I said it's like a boxers with anything what anybody does, you're gonna show and prove.
And
You want to be sharp all the time.
and to that point, right? Because I am how I am. If I say if she says if I say to her I want to do something and she said I don't want to do it, I say cool.
Mhm.
I don't complain about it. Like I don't want somebody to do nothing they want to do. Right.
The only
So
thing I have with women that I don't like, and I can put this on a Bible or whatever. What I don't like is when it comes down to food. And a female will ask you, "Oh, babe, what do you want to eat?" You already know what you want because we don't really care. And then I ask them, I'll be like, what do you want? Oh, I don't know. Then why are you asking me what I want to eat if you don't have a clue what you want yet?
Bro, dead ass real story. Me and my girl were
I'm
coming
gonna
back.
need y'all to hop the hell off.
Hold up. One
Oh.
last point.
I was
One
gonna
last
keep my
point.
mouth shut. Mine
One
is
last
home.
point. Dead ass story. One shot.
Mhm.
Me and my girl got off the airplane yesterday in Miami, right? Coming off from vacation, right?
Mhm.
So we like, all right, the plane's grab something to eat. Cause we got a little 2-hour layover before we come to Newark. Chill. We walked past this spot. She says she wants to go there. I'm like, cool, let's rock. So she said, let's go to the bathroom first and walk back. Cool, no problem. We walk back. She says, oh, there goes the Fridays, right? You want to go to Fridays? I don't care where the fuck we go. Like obviously, she said, oh, we can go to the other spot. Obviously, you wanted Fridays because you saw Fridays and you mentioned Fridays, right? Let's go to fucking Fridays. It's fucking food. I mean, I don't fucking get it. But my thing is like, to your point, I don't need to make every fucking decision.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
See,
do.
here's what women do, right? This is what I peg y'all for doing, right? Y'all will allow us to make a call, so if shit is fucked up, it's on us.
Exactly.
Right?
Another
That's
thing
why
is,
y'all do
It
the
depends
shit.
on the person. I will say that.
No,
It doesn't
no.
depend on the person.
Another thing is this too.
That's what y'all do.
You could take her out to
Y'all
eat,
is
like
crazy.
you just said. You could take her out to eat to wherever she want to go, and pretty sure Rap Talk could agree. Well, she's gonna disagree because this is about females, so of course she's gonna disagree. But it could be where
Yo, shut up. Leave me
she
out of
tells
this.
you-
I'm not y'all. That's them.
you say, yo, babe, you know what, yo, get what you want to eat. It don't matter what it is, you know. You, of course, I got it. Just get what you want. So she get what she want, right?
Mhm.
Now you get what you want. Why is it that you sticking your fork in my plate?
Oh, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Don't,
That is
don't
disrespectful.
now
I
you're gonna
don't-
sit there and eat half of my shit.
No.
And then like, oh, babe, you want some of mine?
No.
No, I don't want yours.
I just
If
take hers
you
back.
if you
Like-
offer it to me, then yes, I'm putting my fork in if it's something I eat. But if you have not offered, I am not doing that. That's disrespectful. I find that as an invasion of privacy. Because that is your food, that is your stuff. I don't do that. But if you're like,
So-
hey, you want to try this? I'm like, sure, but you know, eat your food. I would tell you eat your food. Even then, if you're asking me, I'm like, eat your food. I'm not going at your food because I bought what I wanted.
So to One Shot's point, right? This is what I learned One Shot about the ladies, right?
Jesus Christ, go ahead.
I will say to them,
Jen is in
why don't
tears.
you get what you want? I'll get what I want, and you feel free to have some of mine. I think that makes it easier. 'Cause you know what? Most 9 times, like my boy Fritz said, rest in peace. 9 times out of 8, they're gonna dip in your shit, right?
9 times
So
out of 8 is
I ain't mad.
hilarious.
I ain't mad, right?
I'm not mad either. But if
I
it's
know,
something
but
that
to your point,
dedicated and
that's
want it, and it's
crazy,
like,
right?
yo, come on, man. Why you gotta
I
eat
know,
the
right?
good shit on my plate?
Yo, I totally get it, bro.
I don't like that
And
though.
you know what?
I
And
can't.
it's cool.
I'm that person. I don't do that. I'm not that kind of person to do that. I won't. I'm not that female. I don't. I honestly hate that because it's happened to me. Like y'all had it from the female, I had it in reverse. So so a fat girl, you pick off a fat girl's plate, she's smacking your hand. Like there is no talking. So
But
you
what
touch my food,
I
I'm slapping hands.
but what I do like, I do like sampling shit. So I'm kind of like One Shot. I'm not mad at if we order a bunch of shit and we dipping and dabbing, right? But the one thing you're not to
That's
your
different.
point.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make that
Yes.
suggestion. What you got taste for? You want some salmon? I just get salmon. I'll get some chicken, and we'll get a side or whatever.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
we'll share
That's
the
different.
shit.
That's like being on
So-
a cruise.
Yeah,
That's
and then I
different.
think so my thing is like, so I'm open for that. But to One Shot's deal, don't have me order some shit because your shit is bad. Or you don't like your shit. You on my plate?
Exactly.
No, no, absolutely
I ain't
not.
doing that today.
Mm-mm. That's not that. Jen is cracking up. I hate him. So it's more so like, you know, I agree. I am not a person to be on somebody's plate. I'm telling you, you touch my plate, I'm slapping hands. So it's like if you see something on my plate that looks good, I'm automatically a person to be like, oh, try some. It's good. I have enough. Like that's me. I care. And it's, you know, that I'm just a nice person and they, you know, they take it for granted and blah, 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 all the good, you know, stuff around that. But I'm not that kind of person to be like, no, don't touch my food. But if I'm hungry, it's going to be gone by the time you ask me. So it's not gonna matter. So at the end of the day, At the end of
Gotta get
the
my
day,
brother.
it's gonna be gone. But me taking off your plate, if you do not offer me, I am not touching it. Because you got what you wanted, I got what I wanted. Now, if I may say, oh, that looks really good. What was that you ordered? And I know for next time to get it. If I'm here next time.
I also want to add one more thing to the conversation, right? I'm talking about do's and don'ts, right? So I try to live by this rule too when it comes to workplace shit. No matter if it's the real workplace, the DJ workplace, like I don't try to fuck around with people that I work with. So that's one reason why I don't try to talk to chicks when I'm spinning, because if me and them have a situation going on and it's just get fucked up or something, you know where the fuck I'm at, you know what's going on. You might try coming in and sabotage my shit. You might call, fucking knows. You might try to fuck the money up, right? So I don't do that. And I think more DJs got to realize, like, yo, I'm not saying you can't talk to the chicks or the ladies talk to the guys. Do what you want, do what you gotta do. There's a certain level to me of professionalism that I try to live by. And I'm always thinking about the bigger picture. To me, it's about the money and the connections. Listen, chicks is dime a dozen. I think we all know that, no matter where you at.
I mean,
chicks
they
dime a dozen.
I say it like this. I don't say they're a dime a dozen because we're a dime a dozen too. But I say,
yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely.
You got something that's special that you may come across that you ain't gonna never run across, and then you got the ones that, like you just said, they're a dime a dozen. They all the same.
No, listen, what I'm saying, I'm not saying if you see one, don't try to holler at them. What I'm saying is, to me, I look at the bigger picture, especially if they're regulars there. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If we got these regular chicks who before I even spun, I saw them and I'm there, and they're there every fucking week when I'm there. Nah, that's a red sign. That's a red flag in my book.
Red flag.
Okay, how bad you are. Listen, I've met some cutie pies out there who are super dope people. I get it. But I just think sometimes when you know too much about what I'm doing and where I'm at all the time, and if you're like a possessive person, nah, it won't work.
Yeah.
Period.
Won't work.
Right. I gotta step out. I appreciate everything. Shout out to the Olia. Thank you, Reptar, for having me.
Of course.
I gotta go.
Let everybody know how to follow you.
Honestly, you can get everything on my Instagram at Mr. Jintastic, MRJYNN tastic, if you know how to spell fantastic. I
Some
do a
people
bunch
don't.
And that's troubling.
Reading is not
you're a
fundamental
teacher.
anymore.
So sorry.
They gotta beat kids again. I didn't even say that. MRJYNNTASTIC.
They gotta beat kids again. You wild, bro.
Fuck them kids. But thank you for
It has
coming.
everything.
We was about to head off soon because that was about to be the last one. So
Yeah,
you
salute,
good.
Jen.
Later.
Later. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
Oh, that's it.
Well, we were gonna end a little bit. But that was the last big question. Yes, that was the meat. That was the meat of it. It gave a lot of content, as we all know. But the last thing was to let people know how to follow you.
Oh, well, you follow me on all social media platforms at DJ_OneShotDeal. TikTok, anything. Or just Google me at the end of the day. I'll pop up on whatever's there because some things I don't even know that I'm still on it.
What Tiana Taylor say? Google me, baby.
Well, I'm mostly on IG DJ Early FFYM. That's my name on IG. I have a Facebook account, but I don't do Facebook too often.
I don't do Facebook at all, and I do have one.
Yeah. I don't do Twitch. I don't do I have a Twitch account, but I rarely go on it. I don't even know my Twitch account name. I got pulled up.
Use it.
I'm gonna start using mine too. Honestly, I'm gonna go live on there and see what it's about. But earlier, I wanted to ask you a question. Yo,
what's up, bro?
When you do that, vinyl spot in Jersey, right?
Yeah.
But it's only on Sundays, right?
Nah. So the Sunday joint, my homeboys throw that. That's called Crates and Plates. It's once a month. It's bring your own vinyl. You get a 20-minute set. It's a dope. If you guys are ever in town on Sunday, man, it's definitely a dope little bop, man. We had well, I say we because we all promoted like it's our
Mhm.
joint. We
Right.
just had Just Blaze last month for the
Ooh.
1 year anniversary. Yeah, so it's a bunch of dudes, man, low key producer cats, man, that you probably well one shot might know him because he in the game. So it's cats that other producers and DJs know. A lot of these guys aren't even DJs, man. They're just music enthusiasts. I tell people all the time, man, you don't have to be a DJ to come in and play joints. Bring some records, man. Play some joints.
Yeah, no, I
You
just
know what
asked
I'm saying?
because I want to
Yeah.
come through and
That's
probably play
so
some
so
wax
that's
from
the
time to time. But
yeah, so that's once a month on a Sunday. Now, what I hit you about doing before was we was doing this thing called Vinyl Fridays. That was at the rooftop I played in Montclair.
okay.
That ran the entire summer, right? Every Friday we was doing Vinyl Fridays, right? Also, the spot that I'm part owner of is called Rooster Spin. That's the vinyl spot. So the concept behind Rooster Spin, Roost is a Korean restaurant. So Rooster
I
is
love
chicken,
Asian food.
right?
Hmm.
And Spin is the customer can literally come behind the booth and play records. We got 10,000 records in each store. We got 2 stores. So you as the customer can literally pick a record, walk behind the booth and play it. That's the concept of Rooster Spin. So Rooster, once again, is a
Wow.
chicken, a Korean chicken, which is we're known for, and a spin was the customer being able to either bring their own vinyl or play their own vinyl. So
Okay, okay.
I normally play there. I'll be there tomorrow, but lately I haven't really been playing there because I've been doing some like private stuff and I've been at the rooftop on Fridays or Saturday. But yeah, if you ever want to come to Jersey, man, hang out, let me know, man. I'm around.
No, definitely, definitely. That's why I asked. I'm like, damn, I know you said something about a vinyl spot, and
Yeah,
I've been
but definitely, man. If you get a chance, I think you said you work on Sunday, right? You off on Sunday.
no,
You said you work
I
Sunday,
work on Sundays. I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays.
Friday and Saturday. But if you ever get a chance, man, you happen to take off on a Sunday, man. They having it. Yo, come through, man. And even listen, man. I tell people all the time. I know you a vinyl head, man. I know you a DJ. Yo, come through and play some joints, man. Come through and just chill. Like yo, the
DJ,
Nah,
vibe
definitely.
in
DJ.
it.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, the
I'm
vibe
gonna
in there
take
is just
off on them
like, and
days.
yo, I guarantee you, man, you're gonna fit right in, man. Because everybody there is about music. Ain't no egos. Ain't no I produce fucking this, I produce that, or I got this in the stash. Everybody's just chill, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
is
what it
there
is.
like
I don't listen.
talking, building.
I'm past that stage. Well,
Yeah,
I've never been in
yeah,
that
I know you
stage, but
are.
I'm past
Yeah,
that
for
stage.
sure.
And dudes like, yo, I do, man. Listen, I don't care what you do. Show me what you do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And yo, and the dope thing is, yo, is you got people who come to that Sunday event that just started collecting vinyl, just started playing vinyl. We got cats who aren't even DJs. They just love music, man.
That's what's up.
So and it ain't about scratching. I mean, you can if you want to. That's your shit. Go for it.
Now,
But most times
let me tell you
it's
something.
about
At the end of the day,
dropping some gems and like having a good time and maybe you know how you from the old school, bro. You know how it is, man. When we used to get together and have a good time, man, and you dig in the crates and have some fun. That's all it's about,
of
man.
course,
Nothing crazy.
I'm a blend head by nature. Like
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
scratch and all that shit, but yo, my expertise is I love blends. B. I hunt how dudes hunt 45. I hunt rare acapellas.
Man, listen, bro.
Because I hate stems. No disrespect to those who use it. I can't stand it. My studio ears won't allow me to use them.
I don't even have stems, bro.
I don't either.
I don't even own and to your point, and you know what's funny, man, is I'm not a big I don't know, man. I got way past judging what's what, who's what. Like, listen, man, my thing is play good music, man, rock out, have fun. And let me see that you enjoy what you're doing. That's where I'm at, man. But to your point, I don't own a controller. I'm not against it. I could play on one. I don't own
Mm-hmm.
one. My partner has one. I started out when I first made the transition from vinyl. I had, of course, you had the Serato. I had the vinyl Serato records, but I then bought I went CDJ route. So I've only played
Okay.
I've only owned turntables and CJ. I never owned a controller. Not against it, but
Yeah, I just bought one, and
yeah, sure.
like I said, it's the first joint that I bought it because I have a S9 mixer also. So I
Correct.
thought it would be like a easy transition. And mind you, even though I had the S9, I only used the S9 when I went out. The
Yeah,
only
yeah, for
mix
sure.
I used in my crib was my Rain that everybody didn't see. And they be like, yo, damn, son, you got that old ass dinosaur mixer. That shit don't got no cue points or nothing.
That joint still work.
But it still worked.
That's
You know what
probably
I'm
the best
saying?
one ever made too. That first, yeah. But
So,
also one shot. I got a homeboy, man. You said you off Saturdays?
yeah.
I got a homeboy. And we could talk offline about this too. He owns a record store in Jersey.
Okay.
Always trying to find somebody to play some records, man. So if you ever want to come out here on a Saturday, he got tables in the store. All you gotta do is bring your records, man, and you could shop all you want. He got everything you need. He got breaks in there. He got acapellas. He got 45s in there. So if you're
Wow,
still into grabbing records and stuff, come hang out, man. We'll hang out.
No doubt.
Yeah, he
No
does. He
doubt.
does
No
something. He
doubt.
does a DJ. He does a DJ every Saturday, and to the point where he's becoming the circle of the crates and plates guys. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of guys who spin near will come near and play joints. Once again, man, it's all love. It's all music heads getting
Nah,
together, man.
definitely,
Having a
definitely.
good.
That's
That's
why
it.
I asked you because I remember that
Yeah.
you was talking in the chat. You were saying something about that, and I was like, "Yo, I would love to, but I know my job schedule is kind of whatever." Now I've been here for a little minute, so now I can kind of shake and bake the way I want to.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll talk offline, man. Matter of fact, I think I gave you my cell number, man. But his name. Matter of fact, when we go off this thing, I'll send you the name of his store. It's called Backspin Records, man. It's in Jersey. He's good solid dude, man. He's a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
He's DJ Hard, man. Old school cat. Same thing, man. Fair dude, real cool, man. You'll love him, man.
Nah, no doubt.
Yeah, but we'll link up, man.
No
But
doubt.
yeah, so I'm glad y'all had the link. We love that. That's the point of the channel. So
We
thank
ain't
you
forget
all
about
so
you,
much.
Reptar. Can't forget about the start of the show.
Shut up.
Wow.
The star of the show. That's her. You know it.
Oh Lord. Anywho,
She
but,
definitely know.
huh?
I said you definitely know you the star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just here in the
Hands down.
background.
We tater tots, small fries.
Listen, I just pressed play on a controller, like you said.
Oh, come on with this BS.
I did that to piss you off. Honestly.
I know. I don't get mad at that though.
Like I said, very baseline, very, very, very beginner intermediate. Okay, I know where everything is. That's the best part about it. I know where
I mean,
everything
we can
is.
still rock out with
listen.
your my first Sony. It's all good.
You know,
half the battles knowing where everything is at. That's half the battle.
oh, that's not battle. Please don't put me in a battle.
No. I said it's half the battle knowing where things are at. That's half
Oh, I
the
was about
battle.
to say half the battle. I was like,
No. I'm not talking about
I'm
nobody
gonna lose
battling. I'm saying that's
immediately.
half the battle.
Let me
Like,
tell you
I
something.
did.
You wouldn't lose only if you have the mindset if you're gonna lose. You know why? Because simple wins the competition.
Oh yeah,
When you're too complex, people, even some DJs, just don't understand what the hell you're actually doing or where you're actually trying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I want a versus on Zoom, so that we'll do that.
Oh, nice. That's dope.
It was
That's
Chris
dope.
Brown and Usher, and I was Chris Brown, and I tore it up. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
But
See?
yeah. So anywho, if all hearts and minds are clear, as I always say, if you don't follow me already on Instagram, I am on reptile_lovejones2, R3PTAR_LOVEJONEZ2, and we are on YouTube. Search which is Dating with Reptar. We are on Facebook at Dating with Reptar. Deuces fans. Deuces.
Check them up there.
Peace.
Hold on. Hurry up. Let's stop.